Hello and welcome to match number 39 between Berlin CC. Started the day on top of the table, and now we'll be keen to get two victories here to finish this Group B sitting on top. Well, they're up against Magdeburg. Now Magdeburg, they haven't had the best of debuts, but maybe they know they're not going to feature in the quarterfinals. Maybe they can pull up a surprise here against a very strong Berlin team and register their first win in this series. Let's go over to Rob Camin and the captain, Owais, and Fahad for the coin toss.
It's tails. It's tails. Loco. I call.
Owais will call.
It's called.
Heads is the call.
It's tails. Tails.
Fahad.
We'll have a bat.
Well, a positive move there from Magdeburg. They're deciding that they are going to have a bat. Well, that means that we're going to have to see somebody stand up and fight. We know that they got their captain, Krishna Budireddy, who can do some good hitting. But also they got Kunchapu and also Podichetti. If they can get in and stay in and not throw their wickets away, I think there's every opportunity for them to score some runs. The ball doesn't seem to be doing too much here. Berlin CC, they're not going to be an easy team to beat though. First on the bowling front, they've got the good bowling of Nick Krager, bowls with a bit of pace as well. There's also the captain, Owais himself, and a man that I've been very impressed with, Bukhari, is bowled well. And with the bat, well, we know who the big hitter is. Rohit Grover, he scored 182 runs so far, and also Nick Krager. But other than that, they haven't had other batsmen that have got in. So this is an opportunity in the last two matches in this group stage for Berlin CC to see if another batsman can get into form, because going into the finals, they're going to need some more batting power. Anyway, let's go over to our man in the tower, Danny Hudacek, for the start of this match.
Well, thanks, Rico, and welcome back to lovely Dresden for this FanCode European Cricket Series game between Berlin CC and Magdeburg. Magdeburg already effectively out of the tournament, not winning a game yet, but to look at scoring a big total with the big Mova coming in. Also, Randy FanCode will be instrumental to their innings. Sahil Sethi's been very good with the ball, and it's good to see Fahad Bilamoria back again after taking that spectacular catch a few days ago. For Berlin CC, they're resting one of their big players in Nick Krager, but that man Rohit Grover is there, and I'm sure he'll want to impart his skill with the bat and with the ball. So it will be Magdeburg will be batting first, and they'll want to set a decent target here. The match has been reduced to 8 overs. 8 overs a team for these two. And it'll be a slugfest, I think. So, as per usual, we have the skipper for Berlin CC, Owais Zafar, who'll be opening the bowling. He's got a lovely action, has Zafar, and he's getting better as the tournament goes on as well. Hasn't probably picked up as many wickets as what you'd expect. He's been quite tight with the bowling, and the sun's come out. It's been one of those days here. He absolutely threw it down towards the end of that game between Chemnitz and the academy side, and it went to the to the Duckworth-Lewis system, and it was a win to the academy by 4 runs in the end. So it will be Zafar who'll be bowling to the big Mova. We'll want to get some runs early. Field very tight, very attacking. And it's Randy FanCode at the other end. Here comes the bowler. And a big swing and a miss, called a wide. And Zafar, he'll want to improve on that. It's actually says on the scorebook that it's Salam Gill opening, but it is the skipper, Owais Zafar, who is opening the bowling for Berlin CC. So there we go. It's been changed. And 1 run on the board through a wide. He comes in again. And a bit of swing out. It may swing early, this ball. But as soon as it starts to hit the ground, it is very wet out there. It'll be difficult conditions for the fielders to keep their footing also for the bowlers that running in, but for the batsmen running between wickets as well. That one just outside off stump. No run. Comes the bowler again. One's right in the zone. And the big mother couldn't get hold of it. Big swing and a miss. So, as I mentioned before, Magdeburg, they're still winless in this tournament. They'd love to get one up on this very good Berlin CC side. They are resting a player in Nick Krager, who's vital for them. We'll see, hopefully see tomorrow. Hopefully it's not an injury that he's picked up. Here's Awais again. The big mother's got an edge to that. Just down to third man. And it's just a single. So it's a steady start. Not too many runs on the board yet for Magdeburg. I'm sure they'll love to post a good score here. Remember, only the 8 overs because of the slight delay to the start of play because of rain. Comes the skipper in again. And Randy FanCode, big swing and a miss. It's a good area he's bowling here, Zafar. Just in that channel. And the batsman, as you can see, they want to hit it through the leg side. There's a little bit of protection back there. Man, quite wide at long on. In fact, he's just looking where he's going. He's at a wide long on. The other man deep is at third man. Here comes Zafar again, bowling to Randy FanCode. Gets a bit of bat on it. Picks a gap. Just get a single behind Gully. And it'll get a bit of moisture on the ball. So, a little bit of swing that Zafar's been getting. He might stop now with a bit of moisture on the ball. It's been patted down there by the fielder. It's been a good over so far from Zafar. Good start from Berlin CC. Brings the big mother back on strike. And a big swing and a miss. A little bit of shape out. And a very good start there from OS Zafar, the skipper for Berlin CC. And there's no wicket for 3 off the first over. So I'd like to welcome into the commentary box my good friend Rico Fool. Rico.
Hello and hello and welcome to everyone to the third match of today, featuring the team Berlin CC, who will finish the day on top of the group. And they've been good to watch. They've been a good all-round compact team, well led by the man who opened the bowling there, by Awais Zafar. And I think they've got some exciting players with ball and bat. And what I do like about them is they're very busy in the field, very active. They support each other well. A very professional outfit. This man's been impressive as well. Imran Bukhari, I think he's one that I mentioned in my intro that I think we're going to see a lot more from him.
He's been bowling very well in this tournament. That's a big swing and a miss. This time from Randy FanCode. They're just not quite finding the white kookaburra at the moment. Are the batsmen for Magdeburg. That one just mistimed, but bowled in good areas from both of these bowlers. Zafar first off, and then that's the first ball from Bukhari. It's a consistent performer for this Berlin CC team. So we'll be bowling again to Randy FanCode. He's 1 off 3. That's way outside off stump and called a wide. Still a little bit of swing there. As you can see, the sun come out. It's been a weird day weather-wise here in Dresden. We're getting sun, and then suddenly we get a squall coming over, heavy rain onto the ground, and then comes back to be sunny again. And I don't know.
It's a very, very strange day, and I think we've all experienced them. I always remember, see this delivery first. It goes through, just swinging and missing, not really trying to get behind the ball at all. The batsman, yeah, I mean, when There's a point many years ago when we used to live in Hertfordshire, Kings Langley, and had to get the. We were playing at the time in the Ealing area, so I had to get the M25 and the M40 to get to cricket. And I always remember days like this. You get in the car, it's sunny, and then a few miles along the road it's raining, then it's sunny, and in your mind you just think, well, because it used to take a while, and you just thought, well, am I doing this journey for nothing? That one misses as well. You just get the feeling one straight ball, good straight ball, and that's going to be timber for the bowling here. Botticelli is normally a very good batsman, but he does like the short stuff. He does like to play across the line. We saw that yesterday where he just couldn't resist. You see there, even with that ball, look at the bat. Look where he's trying to play this. Rather than get his foot straight and come down straight with the bat, trying to play it on the onside. So, well, he's been lucky so far, but you just get the feeling a good ball and he could be in trouble. It's a long way out of his crease as well.
Ball comes in again and another swing and a miss. It's a good positive move, I think, from Krishna Buttireddy, the skipper for Magdeburg, to put these two in up top. They can hit the ball a long way. At the moment, they're just not in the same postcode as the ball. So it's just been very, very good bowling. Bakari only 1 off 4 deliveries. It's been very solid, and he's not doing anything too outrageous. He's bowling a nice line and length, a little bit of outswing, and Bottichetti's just not anywhere near the ball. Comes in again. That one's down leg side. It's called a wide. So even down leg side. Randy FanCode can't get hold of the ball. It would have been if he'd just look for it down behind square leg. There's no one there. So it's been a little bit disappointing from Magdeburg at the start, but very tight bowling from the Berlin CC. Yeah, going back to rain. I know that English weather is a little bit different to Australian weather. Come back to that in a minute. Again, that was taken off. It's gone over the keeper, and that'll be 4 byes. I see the occasional spot on this pitch, and I think it hit the crease and just jumped over the keeper. And that's welcome relief for Magdeburg. Some runs at last. Yeah,
not off the bat, and that one's absolutely nobody was catching that as it disappears behind the banner. Yeah, so obviously you probably didn't have too many days where you were travelling and the rain was going to be an issue.
Well, you knew that it was September in Sydney because it was the start of barbecue season, start of cricket season, and it rained every weekend. But rain in Sydney, it throws it down.
Yeah.
And then so there's no play. We don't get these sort of odd bits of rain here and there. It's either on or off.
Yeah.
And when it's off, it's hot. So, but it's I played in very difficult conditions in Sydney when it's been 43 degrees and 40-degree weeks as well. Comes a bowler. Just again, another swing and a miss. And Bakari there. Only 2 runs from his bowling. There were the byes as well. So if you enjoying the cricket, come and join the live chat. I know that lots of people in there having a good conversation. The European Cricket Network on YouTube. There's good work there done from the moderators as well. Keanu Nolan, Ken as well, seen in the chat. Michael Daub pops in again occasionally. Phil G. Haven't seen Phil for a little while, but a good mate of mine. I'm sure he'll pop up eventually.
Well, he popped up here, didn't he?
He did.
It was nice to have Phil G here, and of course he was telling us all about some of the key people on the chat, and also how much work they do. So shout out to all the moderators, do a fantastic job, and also good to have you all on the chat. So that could be a question for you. What's the weirdest type of weather have you experienced while you've been at a game of cricket? What sort of seasons have you had? I mean, the weirdest we've had is we started a match at it was North London Polytechnic Ground. It was a lovely day. It was the first match of the season, and it started off nice and sunny, and then the match was abandoned because of snow.
Okay.
The snow came, and no kidding you, you've never seen anything like it, and you just thought, well, this is going to be one of those seasons. But sometimes you wonder why a lot of people play cricket in England, because you normally don't get good weather. This one's hit well. It's up in the air. It's going to go over the fielder, is it? It is. 6 runs. And that's what they needed to kickstart this innings. A big 6, and we know that's what he can do.
That's off the first ball of the spell from Rohit Grover as well. So a big hit there from the big mother.
Well, have a look at this. Well, this is going all the way over. And then how about that for a catch? That is another one-hander we've seen today. This time he's trying to get it through the 2. He does. Nobody's able to get to it. 4 more. So he's woken up, mother. He's ready to rumble now.
That's hit flat. As we know, when it's hit flat on this surface, it will skid because of the moisture. And he's not happy. There's a skipper back there as well, Zafar. He's not happy. He's having a chat to his fielders and especially to his bowler. Don't bowl it there, please. Big mother. He's hit another one. And that's gone all the way. And he's ignited here. Loves the bowling of Rohit Grover. Does the big mother. And that's from a very slow start off the first 2 overs. The big mother's exploded.
Well, the bowler, he's getting a talking to from the captain. He's giving that ball a good old wipe for him. And he's probably saying, look, I'll be using this towel to throw it in a minute and keep bowling those. So, well, he's taking the change. Looks like he's marking up his mark again, Grover.
Is he bowling medium pace?
Looks like he's going to change what he's doing here. So, well, he's got to do something different. 16 have come off the first 3 deliveries. And let's see where this one goes. Well, Mova just got to, don't want to throw his wicket away though. That's what they've done a few times. Well, he's getting the big hood and, well, they take the leg bite. So it's almost like Putty Cheddar saying, I don't want to miss out on the fun. Let me have a go. Well, he gets down to the other end. So let's see if he can also keep it going. I think he would have been in there. That wasn't the best of running. And the bat should be slid in there. But he gets in. So Putty Shetty saying, I'll have some of this. Let's see if he will or not.
Comes Grover and hit down the ground. And there's the skipper there. In fact, it's not the skipper. It's, he's replaced himself. It's managed to worry down there. The skipper has gone into the action and cover. But he's bowling medium pace now. There's Grover. So forced a change of style from the bowler. Has the big mother. This one's in the slot and just got past the stumps. And it's a good finish there from Grover. But 17 off the over, and it was the big mother that took him to task. It's he's bowling in swing is Grover. Man of many talents. Talking about strange conditions, we were in the middle of a game which was very, very hot in Sydney. And suddenly it got very dark and it started to hail, but giant hailstones. And that was the weirdest conditions I've ever been in, where it just looked like little golf balls all over the ground.
All over the ground, yeah.
So that was, and they hurt too. Those things when they come down and hit you.
Yeah, because there's nowhere to take cover either, is there?
Yeah. So we found a couple of trees, but they were shredded pretty quickly. Here comes Bakari for his second over. And big swing and a miss. It's the same result. And Randy FanCode, he's absorbing a lot of these balls. He's on 2 from 10, and in an 8-over game, you can't afford that. He's he knows the ball's out there somewhere. He just can't quite find it, and it's just good bowling from Bakari. Not doing anything sensational with it, just putting it in the right area, getting a little bit of shape out.
You know what Putty said he's going to do, don't you? He's going to play that shot. You know which shot we're talking about, where he steps outside the off stump and tries to play across the line, because that's where the ball's been targeted. Maybe that's the only way he's going to get to it.
Nope. And it's very good bowling, you've got to say, but it's pretty poor from Randy FanCode. We saw him with some lusty hitting yesterday, and he's just looking at it and he's wondering why this ball's not hitting the willow. And that's and the reason is the bowling of Imran Bakari. So let's see if you can find what the ball looks like this time. It's the white thing. It's made by Kookaburra. See if you can find it. Comes in again. And again, he's got an edge to that one. It's the first one he's hit, and it's gone straight to the keeper. And Randy FanCode. He'll have to go, but he's taken 2 of these overs to just score 2 runs. He's finally hit the ball. Didn't find the middle of the bat, just found the edge. And that's a wicket down.
Wicket down.
Nice take by the keeper too.
Yeah, AB does well. So I was talking to him earlier and he said, Rico Pardew, AB, that's my name, stick to AB. I said, okay, whatever you want, son. But yeah, it was nice. But look, what I would say about Bukhari's bowling, and this is why I gave him a shout out in my intro, I think he's one of few bowlers, not just in this series, but in a lot of FanCode European Cricket Series that I've seen this year. I mean, over 600 matches. He's one of the few bowlers that I've seen that can consistently keep that ball outside that off stump. So in other words, if he gets a batsman like Puduchetti, who can't play any other shot but on the onside, but can't play on the offside, he will bowl 6 balls in the same spot and he won't go bad onto it. And that's what he does. And there's not too many bowlers at this level that we've seen that can do that.
Look, absolutely. And you get bowlers like Bukhari, and this is a compliment more than anything.
Yeah.
He can see that the batsman can't hit it. He knows his limitations, I think, as a bowler. As he comes in again, and again, same ball.
Beauty.
Just a little bit of outswing.
Yep.
And what it's doing also, because the ball's just going, it's hitting the pitch, it's hitting the keeper's gloves, it's keeping the ball dry, so he's getting a little bit of outswing.
Yeah.
And he knows how he bowls, and that's what he does consistently, and it's been excellent from Bukhari.
Yes, we've been really, really good. And when you think about it, other than that one over from Rohit that went for 17, they haven't really been able to get into any of the other bowlers. Bukhari really bowling well.
So the skipper's out there, Krishna Buddy ready. Bukhari in again, and right when he made a bit from it, and Ruben Davies, where did he come from? he was standing next to the non-striker. Didn't even notice him. But let's have another look at this. He's that's the weirdest fielding position I've ever seen. But it was effective. He got hit straight to him. He's moved away from there now. He's at regulation mid-wicket, just on the edge of the circle. And, here comes Bukhari again. Bowling to the big mother. Swings and misses. Again, that's fantastic bowling. What a spell there from Imran Bukhari. Amazing. He did get that wicket, but only 3 runs from those 2 overs. It's fantastic bowling from Bukhari.
Yeah, it's great. 2 of his first over and just the 1 off that one. And, well, I think any captain would love to. This is the sort of bowling any captain just dreams of. Because you tell him, right, this is what you've got to do. And remember in T10, these 10 overs go really quickly. Only 60 balls, and you get a bowler that bowls 12 like that. Well, look, it makes the captain's life very easy. Well,
Rico, because this has been rain affected, it's only 8 overs.
Yeah.
So for what, 2 of those 8 overs to go for 3 runs, it's an amazing result there for Bukhari and for Berlin CC, who are well on top here.
Yeah, Grover not getting another.
Not surprising.
So score 28 for 1, 4 overs gone. So, yeah, as we said, this is only an 8-over contest. We're at the halfway point, and despite that 1 good over from Grover, they haven't really been able to do anything, especially because of the good bowling of Bukhari. 2 men in there that can hit the ball and hit it well, and it's going to be Karan Singh to bowl.
Singh just aimed that down leg side a little bit, called it wide. And he's bowled pretty well as well, Karan Singh. We saw him bowl a death over earlier in the tournament, successfully as well. Comes in again. This one's a bit short, been put away, and it's 6 runs, and vitally needed, and that's the skipper just picking the fruit. Just not a good delivery there from Karan Singh.
A good shot that from Krishna. He goes back into his crease, gets himself in a good position, and just rolls on this, hitting it on the up. No danger, no man out there, so 6. And straight away, the bowler, Singh, is having a chat with the captain and saying, I probably could do with a man out there, Skip.
Can't set a field to rubbish, though, Rico. That was absolute rubbish from the bowler. See, hopefully he comes back well. He's getting a little bit of turn. Just needs to start it outside off stump, though. It's a better ball.
Yeah, better. He gets this one right, gets the flight right, and sort of beats Pretty ready in the air, I think, and he was just quite happy just to drop the bat on it. Thing again, this one's quicker, but down the leg side, he's got protection, but he's not going to stop this. That's 4 more, and that's not good bowling at all. And he saw the success of the one outside the off that he just drifted up there, and then elected to fire this one in again, down the leg side, easy runs. So it's now time for Krishna Reddy, the captain, to make a move and score some runs. And he'll be thinking if he and Mova can get going here, that between them, they should be able to get this to a score around about 60-ish, you think?
Comes again. And since we've just been hit on the onside, it'll just be a single. But yeah, it really depends. It's been up and down with the bowling. Some very good bowling from Bakari and Zafar, but then just giving them pretty easy runs have Rohit Singh and
up in the air. This is an opportunity. Fielder gets set and takes the catch. No mistake for Manish Tiwari. So Rahul Mova, he does have to go. Went for the big shot and went more aerial than distance. So another one bites the dust. And the batsman would just swap bats. Well, if I was Krishna Reddy, I'd stay with the one I had because that was going pretty well. That one didn't work. It didn't go to the boundary. It's been caught.
Yeah, so Karan Singh has the last laugh in 12 runs off his over so far. Still a ball to come, but wicket down, the big mother. I'll have to go after destroying Rohit Grover. But it's been a bit strange with the bowling. Zafar and Bakari have bowled very well, very tight. And then Grover and Singh have gone for a bit of stick. Maybe a new batsman for Magdeburg. And it'll be Kunchapu. He can hit the ball nicely as well, Kunchapu. There's what a former partnership here with the skipper. Will be on strike. They did cross there, the batsman. And we'll see what Karan Singh can do. He gives him another present. And he tries to drag that from outside off stump. It's a better ball.
Yeah.
So in the end of the over, wicket of the big mova taken by Karan Singh, but 13 off the over. They won't mind that, I don't think. Magdeburg, they're 5 overs down, going 8 and over, and around about 60. I don't know how competitive that will be. To be fair, against a very good Berlin CC side, especially with the form that Rohit Grover's been in with the bat. But they're getting a target, and it'll be Gaurav Kaduska. Will be the new bowler for Berlin CC. We've seen a little bit of him with the ball. He's looked okay. He'll be bowling to the skipper, Buddha Reddy. We'll see if he can get a few runs off Kaduska. And that one's wide outside off stump, called a wide. He did move towards it, the batsman. But, fair enough, I think. So it's a bit of a loose start from Kaduska. He's quite a tall man. Now look at that channel outside off stump that these batsmen haven't really been able to score from. I think that's what why the skipper has put him on. Comes in again. And this one, it's in that channel, but it's been smashed over the boundary. And that's a 6 there for the skipper. It was a little bit close to the stumps in that hitting arc for Buddha Reddy. That's a big 6 over cow corner.
Yeah, Shaka Lagya. And liking the way he's prepared to use his feet, Krishna Reddy. We've said before, though, there's a number of these guys in Magdeburg that do look like good batsmen. Where they've let themselves down is shot selection and not concentrating on building partnerships. And if they can work on that, we're going to see them get better and better.
Again, he's moved right across there. It's a bit of an optimistic shout for LBW for me. And scamper through for...
this is very clever. I mean, first of all, yeah, there's no way. I mean, I think that's still outside the line. Interesting choice, but then how they got 2 here. It's almost like they're having a meeting while the ball's on the deck. And they say, okay, if they don't want to pick it up, we'll take another.
They'll take runs as any way they can. I think Magdeburg, they're still looking for their first win in this tournament. It'll be a big scalp if they beat Berlin CC. This one's actually hit on the offside, which is a bit of a miracle. They'll come back for 2 as well. It's a little bit lazy there from Berlin CC, not showing the intensity. They're having a chat to each other as well. So they're starting to cause errors here in the Berlin CC side. They're a good fielding side also, Berlin CC.
Yeah.
Just not quite at the races at the moment.
No, they're not, and you're absolutely right. This is one thing that we haven't seen Berlin CC do. I mean, I wouldn't say they're rattled by any means, but they're sloppy, and we haven't seen them sloppy. They're normally very good and very tight, and maybe they're just underestimating Magdeburg here.
Yeah, I think they might be. And especially Buddy Reddy. He's 21 off 10 at the moment, doing very well. And he's done better there. He's absolutely hammered that. And that's going towards the football field. And it's been an expensive over here from Kaduska. And that was right in the slot.
In the slot it was. And we know one man who likes them when they go there. When he likes to give them, he likes to put his hands up in the air. And that's umpire Siva. Bolle, 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 he says. There we go. He loves it. Put them up in the air. Seis carreras.
And Berlin CC, I think they are taking them quite lightly here. The Magdeburg side. This one's been hit on the offside. And they'll look for 2. Won't get to the boundary. And they'll just settle for the 1. It's good fielding out there. Came out very quickly, did Sahil Lal. So, Kaduska, it's been a long over. Still 1 ball left. He's gone for 16. It's a little bit like the over from Rohit Grover as well. It's been a good over than a bad over for Berlin CC. Comes in for his final one. And gets through the batsman. And no run. So, an eventful one there. The score now of 6. Going at about just under 10 and over, 2 for 59. And it's a good little partnership building here. As we can see the figures, Safar went 3 from his over. His 2 over spell, 3 runs and a wicket for Bakari. Then 17, 13 and 16 off the other 3.
Yeah.
So, who's he going to turn to now? And it will be the new bowler for for Berlin CC. A little bit confused as well here. And but the mystery man will come in. Mystery 29. Big swing and a miss outside off stump. And it is Sahil Lal, the bowler. In fact, it's Saddam Gill.
Yeah, they're playing around with us here. And just there's maybe a number of changes there. So Gill. And unfortunately, as Gill comes in the bowl, so does the rain once more.
Oh.
And Saddam Gill.
So we had bright sunshine about 5 minutes ago, Rico, and then rain coming down. It's hopefully just a passing shower. It's still pretty bright out there. That's been hit back to the bowler.
Can he get it? He's going to get it. Oh, yes, he is. Well, how about that? He's absolutely smashed at him. And, well, he's done the right thing. He's got his hands to it. He's popped it up in the air. And then it's gently gone into his fingers. Well, the first one stung. Oh, this is really well done. And he says, thank you very much. I'll take it 2nd time round. And that's unfortunate. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, that's what happens. Krishna Buddy Reddy, he's absolutely creamed this. And that's the last thing he was expecting to happen. And he has to go. And looks like the umpires are, yeah, with that rain, it's got started heavy, but it's got light again. And you got the team of people waiting there with the covers. But umpires for now say, no, I think we're okay. This looks like it's just going to be blown away. Well, I tell you who nearly got blown away was the bowler there, Gill. That was absolutely hammered. But he does take the catch. He comes back in again. And this one could have gone anywhere, straight through that man. Mr. Chandigarh is out there now. Seti, the Punjabi from Chandigarh. We know he likes to hit him big, and we know he likes his time out there. The only problem is he doesn't spend too much time out there.
Usually not, but he's been good for this Magdeburg side, both the bat and the ball. This one's a big swing and a miss. In fact, he might have got a little edge to it. We'll see what the umpire says.
Well, square leg umpire says you're out. He's another batsman we run out. They didn't really need to do that. I mean, I think he does get something. Yeah, definitely. There's the inside edge. AB, it was too hot for him to handle, but he kept his composure. Didn't let the fact that he dropped the catch down disappoint him. He composed himself, and for a change, the wicketkeeper does hit the stumps.
You know what I've noticed?
Go on, tell me.
So, we saw through the first week that the keepers have had, and into the second week, that the keepers have had 3 stumps to aim at. They keep the glove on and they invariably miss. What I saw there, and what I've seen quite often with some of the keepers here in Group B, is that they take the glove off and then they hit the stumps. Yeah. So there's the key, I think. And this one's mishit slightly. Just be a single. It's been a good over from Gill. And in fact, it's one of those overs. It's either gone for lots or gone for none. And that's 1 wicket for 1 run there for Saddam Gill. And a good one there. And from the 13th of September, Rico, we're going to see some fabulous international cricket with the European Cricket Championship. 15 countries will be competing. And it'll be Bizaway that will be taking a lot of them there.
Bizaway, our travel partner. Thank you to Bizaway. And, well, they are a lovely bunch of men and women that sort us out wherever we're travelling. But before then, of course, they'll be taking the team to Capella as well as to Cartaccio in Portugal. And then it will be the big one. And it's talking of the big one, it's the captain. It's a tall chap coming back into bowling the last over. And he's one that's just, for me, got better and better in his own personal performances as this series going on. You can see here he's just trying to do... Well, what is this? What? Yaar, ki kar rahe hain? Maine to pata nahi lagda, yaar. I don't understand that both the batsmen here are just saying, oh, yaar, ki kar dita. You said go, I came, and you didn't go.
A bit of comedy cricket there from Magdeburg.
Sethi, he's just stood there and then thought, are we going, are we not? No, let's just do a little dance. And in the end, well, he didn't move from that spot, did he? And, well, X marks the spot, and he's got to go.
It was not the best piece of running between wickets I've seen.
Well, you can't even say running. He didn't run, he stood there. Oh, dear, dear, oh, dear. Well, he was keen to get to the other end. And like I said, he does like to hit it. That's Sethi. But Mr. Chandigarh, he has to stay there to hit it and gets himself run out in comical fashion. So this is proving out not to be the final over that they wanted.
It's a bowler again, and he's got hold of that, but it'll just be a single, I think. They'll look for 2. I don't think Raj Kumar would have made it. In fact, it went to the keeper's end. It was a good throw from out there. Brings the imposing figure of Raj Kumar to the crease. If he can get hold of it, I think he can hit it big. I like it when Raj Kumar comes to the crease because he gets about 5 minutes in and then he jogs the rest into the crease. And he's been bowling well too, as Raj Kumar. And that one got a bit of it. It's gone to point. They'll get a single. That's just like to eke a couple of extra runs out of this. You mentioned 60 is about the score they were going to get.
Yeah.
And that's they're just over that, going about 8 and over.
That's good for them because don't forget, they were struggling to get anywhere near 60 in 10 overs. So to do it in 8, I think they'll be pretty happy with that.
They've improved a lot in this tournament. And it's been a very weird innings so far, though. And this one's, again, just didn't get much of it. Gone to square leg as the rain starts to come down again. And there'll be 1 ball left in this innings. And hopefully they'll bring the covers on.
You can see he's determined to get the ball in. He said, give it to me quickly. And in he comes, on bowler wide.
It's a nice ball in the end. They'll run, and it'll be run out at the other end, I think.
They're having a race. Iba. And what's the umpire's decision? And, well, are we going to get a decision, umps?
Well, that was a run. There was a run. He made it there.
He made it.
The big man.
The chase was on. And let's have a look. I mean, if he's
not anywhere near.
He couldn't have made this.
Nowhere near.
There's no way he made that.
No.
No, well,
and I think he'll give it, and he has,
yeah,
the umpire finally. But I think umpire Seaver there He's more concerned with coming off, getting the covers on, because it is coming down again here in Dresden. And it's been one of those days. It's been bright and sunny, and then it's chucked it down. And that's what it's doing at the moment.
But you were talking, you were talking about the big man there, that he likes to get a little jog. Well, he had to do more than jog there to try and get back. And that was definitely the 100-meter dash, but he didn't get there in the end. But I think it's a reasonable score that's been put on there as we have a look at some of these highlights.
Well, most of the highlights came with, well, it was that one went through for buys. Highlights from Grover's over, where the big mother took him to task. Good catch there over the boundary from Zafar. And the big mother, he was hammering for Rahul Grover, who I'm sure will get his revenge because he's a big hitting batsman, is Rahul Grover. And that's Randy FanCode that went down and finally got one off the bat. It was a gift here from the bowler, though. It's not good bowling. 10 runs that the skipper was happy to take. And that was the end of the big mother. Nice catch taken out there by Manish. And then this over again, it was absolutely smashed. The skipper Buddy Reddy just taking Kaduska to task. And it pumped up the score again. And then this was the caught and bowled. And that was the end of Buddha-Reddy. But it was a good catch. Just pumped it up for himself. Simple in the end. And then just got as many as they could as the run out there of Kunchapu. And it's the comedy cricket between those two. And that was the end of another Magdeburg batsman. In the end, they tried to get as many as they could, and this was the race between the skipper Zafar and Raj Kumar, and it's Zafar who won that one as the players come off. It's raining, unfortunately, here. The covers are on. They got to the end of the innings. It was rain shortened at the start, only 8 overs, so they did okay to get to the score. But they did 63 for 6. Magdeburg. And contributions there. The big mother, 17 off 11, and very good innings from Krishna Buddha-Reddy, 28 off 15. No one else really troubled the scorers too much, but there were 12 extras, Rico.
Yeah, but look, you got to feel for Krishna Buddha-Reddy. You know, he's had it hard, hasn't he? As the Magdeburg captain, they're making their debut here. They're a team that, just give you the background, they're a team that where they play on a coconut mat, and basically they put boards down, put a coconut mat on it. So, and those of you that are experienced playing on a coconut mat, you will know that the ball, if it doesn't really bounce. So this has been a huge learning curve for them, but they've got better and better. And he, as the captain, has really got into form. And for him to get out that way, it just summarises that really for Magdeburg this time. It just wasn't meant to be.
Here's the scorecard with the bowlers. So Zafar, off his 2 overs, 6 runs. Imran Bakar off his 2 overs, 3 runs. Saddam Gill, 1 for 1 off his overs. But the other bowlers, Rohit Grover's gone for 17, Karan Singh for 13, and Kadaskar for 16 off their 1-over spells. I've seen the weirdest bowling figures I've seen, I think, for a long time.
It's almost like the captain sort of saying, right, you will bowl the good one, you bowl on a few runs, come on, then you'll bowl. But then maybe, again, you see, maybe because of that last result, again, because of the DLS method, we saw that Berlin International Cricket Academy won that game. So maybe he's thinking, look, whatever happens, we're at top of the group. So he's given some other people the ball. And I think he's also relying on the fact that his batsmen are going to be able to go out there and get the runs as well.
Look, absolutely. They're not top of the group yet. They need to get a result in either of these 2 games, I think, because
net run rate.
The net run rate of Britannia is much higher. But they are hoping to get a result here, of course. Berlin CC, and if they do get any sort of points here in these next 2 games, this one where the weather's clearing up, actually. In fact, the rain's just about stopped, and I can see blue sky. So hopefully we'll come back very shortly with the second innings of this game. But any point from these 2 games against Magdeburg, the Berlin CC, and they will top the group, and they will play the very dangerous Einhard Halle tomorrow. We'll see the excitement machine again. He's been fantastic for Halle. So, just to sum up, Magdeburg 63 for 6 off 8 overs. It was rain interrupted at the start. There's a bit of rain in the final over. It's still coming down lightly here, but it's brightening up. So we'll hopefully get a start very soon to the second innings of this game. Match 39, the second last game of Group B and of the group part of this tournament. Finals day start tomorrow. So the FanCode European Cricket Series here from Dresden. Match between Magdeburg and Berlin CC. Berlin CC need 64 to win at the moment off 8 overs. That might be revised. We'll come back in a few minutes' time to find out more information, and we'll see if Berlin CC can reach the target they need to win this game. See you then.
Hello and a very warm welcome back to our global cricket family. And a warm welcome back from quite a chilly and very unpredictable Dresden today. You'll see out there on your screens that the rain has once more gone, so the covers are off. But there is some information for me to share with you because of, it was already a shortened match to an 8-over match, but because of the delay at the end of that innings, because of the rain, this innings will now be a 5-over innings. So it's a 5-over match. So with the DLS system, the score now required will be 42 runs. So the target is 42 of 5 overs. Power play will still be 2 overs. But because, of course, it is T10, all 5 overs would need to be bowled by 5 different bowlers. You've got to use 5 bowlers. So, well, it's going to be an interesting task. But a couple of good overs here. And who knows, Magdeburg could register their first victory.
That would be wonderful for them. And I'll have to remove the man who'll be taking strike, Rahul Grover. It's not been his day yet, but he does speak a lot with his bat, does Rahul Grover. He's been smashing them all around the park. Been the form batsman, I think, in this side of the draw in Group B, and there have been some very good batsmen we've seen in this half of the draw this week. But Rahul Grover, definitely one of them, and he'll taking guard there, and it will be Sahil Sethi, who's also been very good for Magdeburg. So I think he's been the pick of their bowlers, and he'll be bowling to Grover. And there's a 2-over power play, only 5 overs. Actually, 2 overs sounds quite a lot. We'll see what the umpires say, because it should be normally a 3-over power play and a 10-over. So a 2-over power play, from what we understand. And I think they'll try to take as many runs as they can here. Berlin CC, they need 42. It's the answer, Rico. The answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42. And it will be Sahil Sethi to open the bowling.
Yeah, interesting also, and I think this is all to do with the shortened format. They've gone with AB to go out there. One man that is missing from the squad is Krager. Krager has obviously been rested today and felt that he wasn't required in the team. So they've gone with AB, the wicketkeeper, who's going to be the partner. And one thing, I don't want to curse him or anything, but he's such a natural stroke player, is Grover.
He is, and this is down leg side from Sethi first up. I've been impressed with Sethi. I know you have too, with his bowling.
Yeah.
Just got that one a little bit wrong.
Yeah, Sethi's been very good. He doesn't try to do too much with it, gets the ball right place. He also gets some good carry through, gets the ball to bounce away. He hits the seam pretty well, quite regularly. Just didn't get that one in the right areas. First one is a wide, comes to Boldy's second delivery.
It's out. It has to be out.
It's got to be out.
Gone.
Oh, yeah. And that's what he does. And go on, give it some. Yeah, why not? So Mr. Chandigarh, Sethi gets the wicket they needed. It's the big one of Grover. He's gone. And this one, yeah, I tell you what, he's a big man. He doesn't like fruit. And what he doesn't like is plum, because he's gone.
Rohit Grover, just picking him up before. He's got a first bowler, and it's Sahil Sethi. He bowls a very good line and length. Missed it that time, Grover, and he's gone. So that's a fantastic start here for Magdeburg. And they're in with a big shot now, because we've seen that they have struggled a little bit with some of their other batsmen. Have Berlin CC, and Krager's not there.
No Krager, absolutely. So now, pressure on. It's going to be Gill. That comes out. Adam Gill. Sethi. He's on fire, Sethi. Can he get this one into the right spots? First off. In he comes.
Let's get down the ground. Just a single. They'll have to run, though. Be close if he hits. Yeah, and he hit the batsman.
Well.
So that was the skipper. And he's had a good day already, put it ready, and it wasn't far away. He would have been gone.
Yep.
It did hit the batsman in the arm. He'll be okay. But lost his cap. And it's all happening here. It's going to be a tight game, this one. I'm very excited to see if Magdeburg can get a win. It's the bottom side against what effectively is probably going to be the top side in this group. They've only lost, I think, 1 game so far, Berlin CC. And just poke down, just a single.
Yeah, you're right. They've only lost the 1, and that was to Chemnitz. Other than that, they've won all the others, and pretty convincingly as well.
Yeah, they've got better as this tournament's gone on at Berlin CC, and they're still in with a very good shot of winning this one. But Magdeburg on top at the moment, and it's Sahil Sethi. Will be bowling again this time to AB. And it's down leg side, called a wide. Just relieves the pressure a little bit. In fact, he's bowling to Gill. There's both these batsmen just a runner ball, 1 off 1. They'll need more than that though. It's been a good start from Magdeburg. Comes again. And this one's just been dragged across and no run. Oh, good fielding there.
Keeping the pressure on. I mean, they're requiring just around 9 runs and over. And this one, unless there's a big hit coming here, is short of that at the moment. 2 balls left in this over.
Been a fantastic start from Sethi. This one's hit towards the boundary. It should make it 2. That'll be 4. So Sethi just getting that one a little bit straight. And nice shot there from the batsman. Very comfortable shot over the infield.
Yeah, needed to get that shot in. And you see there, Sethi was holding that ball, really wanted to make sure that he was able to hit this on the seam. Probably that's why he went for it just a tad shorter, but picked up very quickly by Gill. 4 runs, valuable runs. Otherwise, this over was going to be a win-win for Magdeburg.
Last ball of his spell here, Sethi. And good ball. And he's got another one. Well, Sahil Sethi, he's turned this game on its head. Not what they would have expected at the start of today's play. Berlin CC, they lost their 2nd wicket. And Sethi, that one just hit middle and off stump. And the batsman will have to go. And isn't he happy, Sahil Sethi? But the big news in that over was the first legal ball he bowled to Rohit Grover, who's been the form batsman for Berlin CC and one of the form batsmen of the tournament. Got him with a first baller, LBW, plumb as you get.
Yeah, and look, there's no excuse he's not to be involved with the European Cricket Network. You can visit us on europeancricket.com. And, well, so many things happening, whether it's a European Cricket Series, the European Cricket League, of course, coming up in next year, early February, T20 action as well, and the big one happening in September, the European Cricket Championship. So get on the website, europeancricket.com, and all kinds of information there at your fingertips. And what you're seeing there is a fantastic start from Sethi going back to this match. So we've got Berlin CC needing 42 for victory, are 8 for 2, and the big guns are already back in the dugout.
And the new bowler, gosh, it could be a run out, but well run in the end. The new bowler is the larger-than-life figure of Raj Kumar, who's been excellent. As this, he started off, I think, a little bit rough with his bowling, but the last few games he's really got his mojo, and he's been excellent here for Magdeburg in this tournament. Comes in again, he's bowling to the new batsman Davies, who's got him! Well, there you go, Ruben Davies, 1 ball, and it's Raj Kumar who comes up with another wicket, and they're in all sorts of trouble here. Berlin CC, they're looking to top the table with any sort of point out of these 2 games, but Magdeburg are ripping them apart.
What a beauty that is. And then, well, of course, he's going to join in with the dance with Sethi. Those 2 in your screen doing the demolition job. And Sethi getting 2 wickets in his first, including the big one of Grover. And then that one with Davis, we know he can give it a whack or 2. But he's gone first ball as well. And the captain coming to the crease with his team in all sorts of trouble.
Well, they've lost 3 wickets, 9 runs, And it's just in the second over. Of course, there are only 5 overs, so this is the last one of the power play. And it's been a fantastic start here for Magdeburg. And we all want to see Magdeburg do well to pick up their first win. And they're looking likely at the moment. Still a long way to go. Raj Kumar coming in. It's time to Zafar, who's watchful. Just pokes it down for a single.
Yeah, well, we been saying, haven't we, that the way Zafar, the captain, we believe he's going to get started at some point, and he's been improving gradually.
The rain's coming down just a little bit here, Rico, and that's not good news. The wind's picked up as well, but just looks like a little passing shower, and it's just about stopped. But everything's happening here in Dresden. Here comes Kumar again. It's a bit short. I mean, put away. Oh, Whitney Fahad, who couldn't reach it. And it'll be 4 runs. Nice shot there. And just a bit short from Kumar. And he was right onto it, the batsman. Didn't try to overhit it.
Nice shot. And that was all about not trying to hit it, as you said, Danny, too hard. Just using the timing. And he placed it pretty well. Billy Moraya Fahad wasn't that far away from him. And but all he could do is go and fetch it from the boundary.
Comes Raj Kumar again. It's a better ball. Just poked down, no run. And a good reply from the bowler. Well, he's taken a big wicket. And he's gone for 6 off 5 balls so far. I want to keep the last one tight as well. But 3 wickets down for 14. Berlin CC. And this wasn't what they expected when they came here to play this game against Magdeburg, who still haven't won one, but they've been improving, have Magdeburg. Comes Raj Kumar. It's a bit short, and it's been put away, but there is a man out there, and they'll only get a single. So good captaincy from Buddha Reddy, putting a man on the deep mid-wicket boundary, and that's a very good over from Raj Kumar. 1 for 7, and they are 15 for 3, Rico.
Yeah, 15 for 3. And you can see the captain, he's trying to, as he's out there with AB, he's trying to just install some calmness. And he's probably saying, look, we don't need to be throwing the bat at every ball. I mean, of course, that rate is at 9. It started just below that. So even though they've lost those wickets, as long as they keep picking up the boundary here and there, they'll be there or thereabout going into the 5th over. That's what he's going to do. But I think he knows here that losing another 1 or 2 more wickets, that would be good. And these two have got to try and stay there.
Well, we know that in this form of the game, 1 over either way can really change things. And I think it was that first legal ball at least, from Sethi to dismiss the very dangerous Rohit Grover that changed things for Magdeburg. But 1 big over for Berlin CC could bring them right back into this game. And an over of 20, which is that super over you mentioned, that'll get them almost to the target. And it'll be Randy Pincode to take up the attack. He'll be bowling to AB. Comes in, it's down leg side, called it wide. Bit of a weird appeal from members of this hyped up, motivated Magdeburg side.
Yeah, he's keeping, I was going to say, he was keeping only 2 men out the ring. Now he sent long on back. So long on back, square leg on the boundary. Oh, okay, now's the change. I was going to say he's been very attacking, but we've got 4 back now.
So it's played off his legs, just a single. Fahad picks it up, fires it in, back to the keeper. I don't know if you remembered that it was actually only a 2 over power play, and the skipper there, he's right in front of us, and he's played well, and he's been instrumental in what was a very good performance so far from Magdeburg. Randy Pincode will come in. He'll want to keep it tight, not allow these batsmen any room. It's been held back, and it'll be the captain Zafar who will be facing Randy Pincode.
2 men straight, and 1 on the boundary on each side. They're the 4 they've elected to go back. It's up in the air, and just dropping short at one of the well, just hits the deck, and the fielder's waiting for the bounce. And of course, there is no bounce. Look, he's thinking, whoa.
He's got his skates on. And yeah, the wrong kind of footwear there. Did well in the end. It was just a single. And Randy FanCode, he's been pretty tight so far. And it makes it harder here for these Berlin CC batsmen. They need 42 off 5. Comes again. This one's in the air. Skipper is going to take a catch. And he has. And that's another one down. Randy FanCode gets a wicket. And it's the skipper. It's Krishna there, who's having a fabulous game. Took a very, very comfortable catch in the end. And Krishna Buddy ready. He's very happy with his side. Magdeburg are looking very likely that they will take their first victory here. I hope that's not a commentator's curse, Rico, though.
Don't say that. We got close yesterday. Remember, we didn't think they'd be able to throw away yesterday when they were batting. But batting's probably been their weakness. I think their strength is in the field, in the bowling, and that is what they're doing here, and they're doing it really well. It's 18 for 4 in this, the third over. The third out of 5. 42 is the target.
Exactly halfway through the innings. And you double that, it's 36. It's not enough, but it's fine margins. It'd just be a couple of lusty hits, and they'll right back into this Berlin CC. It's a good ball. Ooh, what a ball.
That was really well bowled and well dug out, you have to say, from the captain Zafar as well. He's joined by Lal at the other end.
Randy FanCode. He's a very important player for this Magdeburg side. He's taken 1 for 3 off 4 balls already. Of course, he'll only be bowling 1 over. Will Randy FanCode comes in again. He's right on line again. This one's been muscled down the ground, but it'll only just be a single. And they're looking good here, Magdeburg. But just 1 over, a couple of big sixes, a couple of boundaries, and they're right back in this.
Yeah,
it's only 5 overs. But, they need about 10 and over. Randy FanCode comes in again. This time bowling to Lal. And it's been hit towards the leg side. 2 players coming around. They'll look for 2, the batsmen. They should get it comfortably. And the throw comes in. It's a little bit wide. And they've come back for 2. So, at the end of over 3 in a shortened game, only 5 overs, they are halfway there. Berlin CC.
21 is the score, and we've got 12 balls left. So they've got to get the skates on. They're going to need a good over coming from somewhere. And at the moment, I think Magdeburg are just doing everything right. Bowling's been pretty well. 1 or 2 wides. But the thing is the bowlers that are bowl wides and then come back and bowl the wicket-taking balls as well. So they've made up for it.
Exactly
and
right.
This one, I mean, we were talking about a golden ball earlier. But could we have it in a game like this? A shortened version of the match? It could be. You see there, they're needing 10 and over. The umpire Siva has stopped the bowler on 2 occasions. He just wants to bowl. Let him bowl. Let him get at him.
It's the big mother. He'll be bowling to the skipper, Zafar. And big swing and a miss. Good bowling from the big mother. Just short of a length outside off stump. And not much he could do with it. The skipper for Berlin CC. And that's good bowling. Good start for Rahul Mova.
Yeah, I mean, they got the third man very fine. If that's the sort of line that we're going to see, I'd like to see him wider. There's no protection otherwise there. You've got everybody 3 on the leg. And this one's wide, and this has gone. And he's seen it a bit late, the fielder. They only take the 1, not even trying to push for the 2, which is surprising.
Yeah, look, I think they're looking for boundaries. But they've been bowling well. Magdeburg bowling the right lines and lengths and just not able to hit the ball like they'd want to. But Sahil Lal, he can hit the ball a long way. And he'll be facing the big Mova. Comes in again. It's a good ball, beats him. And the keeper dropped the balls, looking for it for a bit, did a pirouette. And Magdeburg looking good at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's another dot ball. That's 2 dot balls already. 2 dot balls, 1 single, 3 to come.
Comes the big mother. And again, oh, it's called a wide. Well, that's an interesting one. Let's have a look at that again.
Yeah, wide ball called, and this time the batsmen do show willing to run. Let's see, he stepped across. Yeah, it's
that's a rough one from umpire Seaver, but I guess it did go past the leg stump. They probably would have hit the batsman if he didn't move out of the way. Just another run to the total, actually 2 more runs to the total. They'll need that, Berlin CC, and he's got him! Well, the big mother comes up, and that's another wicket and another dot ball, and just a little bit closer to winning their first game. Magdeburg and the skipper Zafar knew it was there somewhere, but the big mother knew exactly where the stumps were.
Yeah, great bowling. Rahul Mova just getting it in the right areas, getting the wicket of the skipper, and didn't look comfortable out there. I mean, I think he's missed out on a couple of runs as well by not backing up, not running quickly. He's hoping that one of these batsmen are able to get in and get these runs, but he needs to play his part. But he's not going to play any part now. 7 balls he got, he scored 4, and really this is looking very much like the underdogs are going to get the victory that I know a lot of people would love them to get. Over.
Comes in again, and this one's just been hit towards point, and good fielding there. And had to get down there. Raj Kumar is a very tall man, and cut off an extra run. Tell you what, it's going off in the chat. They are absolutely loving this. And it's been a great game so far between these two teams.
This one has to go to the boundary for me somehow to give them a chance, the batting side. And it's not gonna. It's just gonna poodle along to the fielder, and it's Sethi, the man who started it all. His first ball went for a wide, and we thought we don't want to be doing this. And then the next one took the stumps off the big rover, and ever since then they've never looked back.
Fantastic over there from the big mother as well. Only one wicket and 5 runs for it. And these two teams will be playing again very shortly in the next game. And it's Magdeburg who have won the toss again and elected to bat first again.
Yep.
So they'll be on a high after this game if they can get there. They're almost there, 1 over to go. And they need a lot of runs. Do Berlin CC. They're 5 wickets down for 26 off 4 overs. Only 1 over left because of the rain interruption we had. And the game started. It was going to be an 8 over game.
16 off the last 6. Fahad, he's the man at the moment. Send him out to do the toss and he wins it. He's won 2 out of 2. And maybe he's the lucky charm. They're going to win maybe the first game. 16 required of 6 balls.
Let's see. First ball has been hit out to the leg side. Might go to the boundary, and I think it will. And that's a good start there for Berlin CC. And it's Harry Patel. Got a dodgy inside edge, the batsman. I don't think he'll mind. Any way they can get these runs, Berlin CC. And they'll want to do it, and they've put a man out there now. I think it's wise because there's really no one from the man at Cow Corner. There wasn't anyone from Cow Corner, and there's a very, very fine leg, and that is that man, Fahad, is back there.
I'm not sure why they've changed the field. I'm also not sure why, at this point in the match, why Sethi is where he is. You don't need him there. You see this one, he's gone to the same area. This could be 4 more, and it will be 4 more. They just got to think about this. I mean, Sethi is in a position where if they need singles, so they don't need singles, they need boundaries. He's got to go on the ring. They've got to think about this field. They're making changes once they're being punished for them rather than making them before they get punished for them. 8 have come off the first 2 balls, and that means we go down to now 8 required with 4 balls to go.
Well, it's he's got this all wrong, has the bowler, Harry Patel. He's angling it in onto the pads of the of the batsman, and they just had no protection out there. Let's see if he comes back from this. Needs it outside off stump. It's a better ball. It's been hit towards a boundary, but I think it'll be blocked.
Oh, no! No. You can't be doing that. Oh, no. Well, not only is me and Danny screaming no, all of you, millions around the world, are screaming no. People have dropped their cups of tea and their biscuits at the same time. That's a clanger. You couldn't afford to do that then.
Now, Berlin CC, this has been vital. They've maybe run out of bowling a little bit. Harry Patel, he's been pretty good in past games, but he's gone for 12 of his first 3. In again, and this one's going down to the man at the backward square. Just a single. There's only 2 balls left. 3 needed.
Well, the only good thing that's happened there, it's only a single, and they've got a different batsman on strike, Tiwari. So you've got to bring people in. Got to bring them in. In comes the bowler. It's up in the air. This is an opportunity. Can he make up for the mistake on the field? Can he do it? Yes, he has. Oh, we're going to the last ball. And well done to Kunachapu. He made the glaring misfield, and now he's come back and taken a catch. Game on. Oh, well, don't go anywhere. Edge off your seat stuff. What a match.
What a pressure catch that was, and a great effort there. And they're there or thereabouts. Now, Magdeburg, can they seal their first victory of this tournament against a very good Berlin CC side? And
golden ball.
Could be very likely to be a golden ball here. 2 for a golden ball, 3 for a victory. Anything else will be a win to Magdeburg.
Batsman did cross. That's the big thing here. You got the dangerous Lal back on strike. Well, pressure situation. Get your field right, Skip. Well, this time Seti does go to the edge. That's where he needed to be all the time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's what happens here now.
A top ball or a single for Magdeburg. Here comes Harry Patel. And it's going to be 6!
Oh, would you believe it? And there you go. That's the reaction from Lal. What a match. Oh, you got to feel for them. You got to feel for them. Well, Lal there, magnificent for his team, Berlin CC, but he's broken a lot of hearts. There's going to be tears all around the world. What a game. This is the FanCode European Cricket Series in Dresden. And as I always say, it's always a frenzy of action-packed entertainment and making players' dreams come true. Well, this time it was dreams for the Berlin CC players. And that man, Lal, that has done the job for his team. But spare a thought for Magdeburg. Will they come closer than that?
Oh, that was a great game. And Magdeburg, I got a feel for Harry Patel. He got a couple wrong, but then he got a big wicket. Left him all the chance of getting that. This was the first ball that turned the game in the favour of Magdeburg with a huge wicket of Rahul Grover. And, well, Rohit Grover, sorry, Rahul Grover, whoever you are. This is a bit of lusty hitting, but it was just wickets that went down. And that's Seti again, who took another big wicket. And they were well on top here. Big Raj Patel came in, did his bit as well. Very happy about that. And then got that one a little bit too short. And they were never quite on the mark, were Berlin CC. Randy Pincode got a wicket there. The skipper taking a nice catch. The wickets kept on going down. And there were dot balls as well. And that was again a big mother for the big occasion. But this was the over at the end. Just got a little bit too straight. Did Harry Patel. Don't know if he got his field right either. The skipper down leg side. There were too many gaps.
Yeah, too many. And well, the moment was this third one here. And well, he did make amends for it with the catch, but that he knew was going to be expensive. That was going to be costly. And here he comes under so much pressure, and he takes a catch. And then we went to the last ball, and well, this is the way it was dealt with. Dispatched by Lal. What an innings from him. You got to say 22 of just 8 deliveries.
Yeah, it was a match-winning performance there from Sahil Lal, and but it was an absolutely fantastic game. and got a feel for Magdeburg. Everyone wants them to win their first game of the series. Let's have a look at the card. Up the top there, Rohit Krover gets a first baller. AB with 8, Saddam Gill with 5, but it's that man Sahil Lal came out 22 off 8. The only one really to score any runs for Berlin CC, and the bowling for Magdeburg was very good for the most part. You see Sahil Sethi, 2 wickets off his first over, the most important one that of Rohit Grover. Raj Kumar and then Randy Pinko did well. In fact, all the bowlers took wickets, but it was that last over. Harry Patel got a feel for him, 19 off it, and he did get a couple down leg side which were not covered by the field. It's a bit of a shame for Magdeburg, but what a game. Went down to the very last ball, and it was that man Sahil Lal who took care of business in the end with a big 6.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, you look at the match summary there, and you got a feel for them. How can you not? But they do get another chance. They play each other again, and Magdeburg, courtesy of Fahad winning the toss again for them, are going to have another bat. And you know what? If the weather doesn't play a part in it, I think they have shown that they can go on, and maybe will go on to put a decent score on the board and test Berlin CC again. Berlin CC, they got out of jail there thanks to Lal. I mean, they've shown though they can be brittle if you can get those early wickets, and with today especially when they haven't got Krager in their side, you get those early wickets and they do crumble. But Lal held his nerve, and Magdeburg, they have to do it all again, and they will try as we come back. Myself and Danny Hudacek, who he's used up all the box of tissues here, wiping away his tears, and I know many people around the globe have as well, because I think everybody there shouting for Magdeburg. We all want to see Magdeburg get a win under the belt. Berlin CC, no doubt about them finishing top of the group. They're going to be at the top. They've done that now. They've done what they needed to do, get that win under the belt, and cement top spot. But Magdeburg, they're still searching for that one win, and will they go home with one victory, or will it be victoryless? Well, we shall wait and see. So join me, Rico Full and Danny Hudacek, in just around 10 minutes time as we come back for the final match of today. Hello and welcome back to match number 40, the last one of the day. It's been a day that's been, well, the weather has played a big part in it. It's been rain affected. On a day like today, you need your BioStrath, and it's BioStrath that are the proud sponsors of this coin toss. 100% natural supplement that keeps you fit and energized in body and in mind. Well, on that note, let's go over to the captains and the tournament referee for the all-important BioStrath coin toss.
It's tails. It's tails. Okay, your call. Okay.
Fahad to call.
Heads. Heads is called. It is heads.
Fahad, you're the lucky man. You win the
thank
toss.
you.
What are you going to do?
We're going to bat again.
There you have it. So Magdeburg are going to go out there and bat again. Look, why not? I think we saw there already that you got a couple of the batsmen. They're finally finding their touch, finally finding their form and hitting the ball pretty well. And maybe this time around, the captain, Krishna, will have a little bit of luck on his side. Well, whatever happens, we know it's going to be an interesting match. It's going to be an exciting one. There's going to be fun. There's going to be excitement. And I know a man who's looking forward to the final match today. It's Danny Hudacek in the tower. Over to you, Danny.
Well, thanks, Rico, and welcome back to the FanCode European Cricket Series here from Dresden. And wasn't that a fantastic game between these two teams who'll play again in the final game of Group B? Berlin CC with a narrow victory against quite an unlucky Magdeburg, who haven't won a game yet. Berlin CC, top of the table, confirmed, and they'll play against Einhard Halle tomorrow in their quarterfinal. But Magdeburg, they provided so many highlights in that game, and they're almost there. And Harry Patel, sometimes the bat beats the ball. We'll see. Rohit Grover, he didn't have the best of games, got hammered in his single over spell, and also got a first bowler, but he'll come back strong. Very important. Sahil Lal, we saw there, take the game away from Magdeburg, but Magdeburg, some good performers. The big Mova, so Raj Kumar and Farhad Billamori, we saw there winning the toss again. That's 2 from 2 for Farhad, and they'll be batting first. Will Magdeburg. Hopefully they'll have a better start than what they did in the last game. Saw Randy Pincode, who has been good, hitting late down in the order, just missing too many, absorbing 2 overs of the 8. It was rain affected that game, only 8 overs per side at the start, and then another more rain came past, and they needed 42 off the 5 overs. Did Berlin CC. They got there on the final ball with a big 6 from Sahil Lal. Well, these two, they're going to go for it again. They do have made a change in their lineup, have Berlin CC. Manny has come in. You'll see him. You'll definitely notice him. Manny, he's the one with the longish haircut. He'll be down there in about the third man position to start off with, and it will be Awas Zafar, the captain of Berlin CC, to open the bowling as usual. And the batsman, it looks like it will be the big Mother. He'll be opening the batting for Magdeburg. A show of intent here by the skipper, Krishna Budireddy. He was very, very good in that last game as well, and pumped that score to something defendable for Magdeburg. But Berlin CC, I think, come out with a different attitude here. They really want to prove a point that they are the top team in this Group B. And it is Krishna Budireddy at the other end as well. So Mova and Budireddy, the 2 batsmen for Magdeburg. Zafar, he will bowl first. The sun's out again here in Dresden. It's been a weird day weather-wise. Let's hope we don't have any more rain. Looks pretty clear at the moment. The umpire's just holding things up. Due for a start. And here comes Zafar with the first ball of the final game of Group B. It's a good one. The big Mother digs that one out. and no run. The two men back are both behind the wicket. There's a deep third man, also a deep fine leg. And they're there for any nicks that'll go back there. There is a big gap on between the deep fine leg and the mid wicket. No one at square leg. You want to get it too straight. Will the bowler just poked away to point for a single. Big cheer from Magdeburg, and it's party time in the tent. They're all dancing. They want to win, but they've had a great time here in this tournament, and they've been a highlight for me. And we all, I think, out there in the chat as well, would like to see Magdeburg come up with a first win of this tournament. They'll have to play well against a very good Berlin CC team. Comes Zafar again. Been played on the leg side. Just be a single. And comfortable single. So it's a good start here from both teams. He's right on the money is Zafar. So just a couple of runs coming for Magdeburg. They won't want to lose too many wickets early. A good partnership with these two, I think, would be a fantastic way to get this innings going for Magdeburg. Comes the bowler again. It's a big hit there from the big mother. In the end, just holding up in the grass, and it's only a single. They're both still in. That's the main important part here. Zafar is a very good bowler. Got some good bowling though. Berlin CC. We saw Imran Bukhari concede very few in his over. He was excellent. Comes in again. Zafar, big swing and a miss from the batsman Buddy Reddy. It's not what he needs. He played very, very well in the previous game, and that's over and done with. And it was that narrow victory to Berlin CC. Zafar, 4 off the over so far. Be the final ball of the over. Comes in, and it's an interesting shot there, like a little hook shot that didn't go anywhere from Buddy Reddy. Part of it was defending his face, and he did get a run from it. Could have gone anywhere. And just, you saw the replay, definitely protection there, trying to get the bat anywhere near so it didn't smash into his helmet. And that's the end of the over. 5 from it. It's a good one for both teams. In fact, it's only 4 from it. And 2 for Mova, 2 for Buddy Reddy. And no wicket down. They'll be happy with that. And 1 over from the very dangerous Zafar out of the way. Rico.
Hello, and welcome back, everybody. And yes, I've calmed my nerves, calmed down, taken me medicine, and I'm back. Well, what a thrilling game these two gave us. Match number 39 had everything, and had it again here. Same format. It's going to be the batting of Magdeburg. Hopefully the weather will be kind for this last match and we get the full 10 overs each in. And yeah, steady start. Just 4 of the first, but no wickets down. I think that's the key. Buddy Reddy on strike.
Bukhari, well, again, just put the bat there. That was another interesting shot from Buddy Reddy. He's inventing shots now. And just no run. Went to Ruben Davies there, who's again is taken up a interesting position there. It's kind of like a very short, wide mid-on. Here's Imran Bukhari, bowled well. He's actually bowled very well in this tournament, as Bukhari. It's a big swing and a miss from the batsman.
Yeah, that's what he creates, doesn't he? Bukhari just gets the ball in the right area, that little bit of movement away. Bit of that way swing that you used to bowl, Danny.
Yeah, I like it. I like his bowling. We saw that in the last game when he was bowling to Randy FanCode, just getting that little movement out and just The pin code couldn't get anywhere near it.
I've just seen the figure there, of the number 96. Well, I think it's a 96. It's got a lot of hair in the way. Looks like giant haystacks has taken the field, and that's money. I'd like to see another new player. Went for the Yorker length delivery here. And batsman, one thing he does do here is manage to make sure it doesn't hit any part of him. Goes through wide of the leg stump, so will be called a wide. Yeah, big money. So another player that we'll see for the first time.
It'll be interesting to see if he features with the battle ball for Berlin CC. It's the first time we've seen him. It's the last game of this group series. So it'll be interesting to see if Manny features.
Well, this one's been hit cleanly and hard. And where's this ending up? Well, it's gone many a mile. Big hit. And it went up in the air. That's when we lost it at the top of this tower. Absolutely crunched it. And I think that's Krishna Buddy Reddy saying, well, if you pitch it straight at me, I'm going to hit it. If you do any of that fancy stuff when it moves outside off stump, I'm going to swing and miss. This is a big hit. And that's what he needs to do. That will make him feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's a 10-metre tower here, straight, and he's cleared it. So that was a very nice hit there from Buddy Reddy. And let's hope he continues, because they'll need this. Magdeburg, I think, they've go back to this in a minute. They've prodded a tiger in Berlin CC, and I think they've come out a little annoyed here at their last performance. They just got away with.
Yeah.
But Buddy Reddy, that's a very nice shot.
Delightful. Bukhari, the only one he really sort of pitched up. I think he was just trying to get that one through the defence. He wanted to know what Buddy Reddy would do with it, and he got his answer. I don't think he'll bowl it there again. Comes once more. And, well, just for a moment there, it looked like Buddy Reddy was shaping up to play the reverse. And then he sort of changed his mind. Look, see, just about looked like he was going to do something, and then thought, well, actually, no, it's in the slot. I can play this shot instead. But again, that movement away meant that he missed it by a long way.
Yeah, he did. And that's what you get when you get a little bit of movement. And that's what Imran Bukhari does. He gets a little bit of movement away. And he's very good. We mentioned the last game of just getting into that little groove outside off stump. Difficult for the batsman.
And this one's been hit pretty well. It's gone a long way up in the air. It's going all the way. Balle. And Krishna Buddy Reddy. He's ready to play a few more shots like he did in the first innings. And that's a good way to end the over. Big hit that. And, well, something to think about for Bukhari and also for Berlin CC as the score moves on to 17 without loss after 2 overs. And remember, if you're loving this, and how can you not be, let us know. Get involved in the chat. I know all sorts of things were happening there when it was the first game, or the conclusions of the first game between these two. And, yeah, as you know, the YouTube chat. Get involved. Let us know what you think. Get everybody involved. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Is it commentator's curse? Rico, we'll come back to it in a minute. This one's hit down the ground. And there's a man down there. He'll take an easy catch. And that's the end of the big mother. Well, didn't quite get as much of it as what he'd liked. And it is Saddam Gill who's bowling here. Nice catch down there. Manish Tiwari got a safe pair of hands.
Yeah, just we'll see that shot again maybe. I think Mova, if he'd hit it clean, I think he would have absolutely cleared it. But he tries to get his wrist involved. Just have a look at like a golfer with his swing. That would have gone many a mile. And I think that just took some of the power off it and maybe dragged it down a little, which allowed Tiwari, safe hands of Tiwari, to take the catch.
Yeah, look, 1 wicket down. Yeah, scoring pretty freely though. Comes in again. And a big charge there from Buddy Reddy.
He'll want two, and he'll get it. Davies get into the slide and throw in, but not before the batsmen have completed the 2 runs.
There's a good slide there from Davies, and just brushing off his pants there. cleaning himself up. So it's a good contest here. Buddy Reddy's in good form.
Oh, just well for a moment I thought he was going to put. Oh, they missed. Well, for a moment I thought first of all that Krishna was going to put this straight back into the hands of Gil, but he managed to lob him, and then the non-striker. Well, it looked like he was going to be out without facing the ball, Akula, but fortunately, I think the throw got missed as well.
He's just mistimed it so badly that it just gently lobbed over the bowler, and then the skipper was about 10 metres away, and neither of them could reach it. It's Gill again to Buddy Reddy.
It's going down the leg and signal nicely, liking that from umpire Guru. The umpiring has been very good here today, and this time for this match we've got, for the final match today, we've got two very good umpires. Guru being the one on strike here. Fuller ball, slower to place it well. Well, Akula, he's having trouble staying in his crease every time the ball tends to hit the bat. He wants to go charging. He's running nowhere. He's running into trouble.
The Buddy Reddy still on strike. And that one down the ground. Big dive from Ruben Davies. Couldn't quite get there. It'll just be a single. And he'll keep the strike, Buddy Reddy. The man at the other end, Vera Kula, have to be patient to try to see if he can get a bit of the strike eventually. But at this stage, I think Buddy Reddy will need to score a few runs. Still got some batting to come in Kunchapu and also Randy FanCode. Farhad hasn't batted yet, though. I'd like to see Farhad have a bit of a go, up the order a bit.
And at the power play being signalled by umpire Mo, he just decided to come out just with the one cap this time. I think the other one just keeps playing away. Mind you, that wind seems to have disappeared now. Just a gentle breeze going across the ground. And this Bukhari is going to finish his spell. So I think this is one that they probably do well just to watch, see out the dangerous over from Bukhari. But it all depends if Buddy Reddy fancies it or not. He did punish him with, look at that. He's starting to move down the wicket already. This will be a wide. Maybe that was enough just to put Bukhari off there.
I did mention earlier that Bukhari, he puts it in the same area and bowls that nice little outswing, and that he was so consistent, doesn't go for many runs, and then Buddy Reddy slammed him over cow corner for 6.
That's right, yeah. So there was that curse you were talking about.
Yeah, the commentator's curse. So here comes Bukhari again, bowling to the skipper.
Just placed this way. It sort of looked like he was going to take the charge, and then in the end just stopped himself playing that shot and just gets it past the infield and takes a single. So an opportunity for Akula to face his first ball. He's taking his guard, and he looks like he's ready to go.
They've only lost the 1 wicket so far. The power play's over, and they probably don't want to take too many risks at this stage. Just hit the pad, just down on the leg side. It'll be called a leg by. But that'll be nice to build a partnership. Buddy Reddy's hitting the ball pretty cleanly, and when he does hit one, he normally hits them pretty well.
Yeah, he is a powerful hitter, and his time is good. I think the favourite shot I like of him is when he goes back inside his crease. He tends to bat a fairway outside the crease, but he just takes that one step back and he pulls the ball over square leg for 6. I think he plays that shot as good as any. You see, he starts sort of inside, and then you'll see as the bowler's coming in, he'll start to move. And oh no! Well, this time he's moved too slow, too late. And Bukhari gets his man in the end. He was hit for a couple of 6s by him, but he does come back and he gets him. So the captain, Buddy Reddy, has to go.
Yeah, it was a bit of a nothing shot, really. You mentioned he moves around in his crease. He didn't on that ball, and he just had a wild swing, and he was miles away from it. So
Yeah, that was interesting because normally, as we were saying, he would take a step outside the crease and he would have been in probably the right position to play that shot. But because he didn't, for some reason, decided not to. I'm just wondering if he was thinking that Bukhari might drop the short one in because he knows he does that.
You can't preempt that. Bukhari doesn't well, he does occasionally. It's very rare. You know where or whereabouts he's going to be bowling.
Yeah.
And because he does have that line outside off stump. That one was bang on target, though, from Bukhari and just missed it. That was a strange one for me from Buddy Reddy. But it does bring out the very dangerous Randy FanCode, who, as we saw yesterday, when the ball's not swinging, and I think it might have stopped swinging a little bit here because of the damp outfield, he can, when he hits through the line of the ball, he can hit it a long way, can Randy FanCode.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I mean, if Bukhari sticks to the line that he religiously bowls, the odd one that he may straight down the leg side, it's not going to be in the zone for Puduchetti to hit. Let's watch the first ball. And it was full. Went for the full Yorker length delivery. And Puduchetti doesn't, and rightly so, go across the line to this one. Plays it pretty straight. Gets a single.
He'll be happy to get a bit of bat on something because he swung and missed it quite a few. Did Randy FanCode in the last game, and of the 8 overs, he faced 2 of them for very few runs. So he'd be disappointed with himself. I'm sure the skipper's had a chat, and he's had a bit of a think about it as well. Here comes Bukhari again.
Oh, he's not chipped it straight into the hands of the fielder. No, just dropped short of Tiwari. And if Tiwari had a sniff at it, he would have taken it. And just for a moment there, I thought he was just going to chip this towards Tiwari. Just dropped short. So the end of the 4th over. Good on from Bukhari. Good recovery. He finishes for 18 off his 2. And the score moves to 26. And once more, shout out to Biostrath. They were the sponsors of the coin toss for this 4th match, the final match today. And thank you to Biostrath, a very proud partner of the European Cricket Network. Just having a look around the field before it comes to, well, this will be interesting. Will they go for him or not? Rohit Grover, he says sometimes he's there or thereabout for the shot. Well, they're trying to go after him straight away. Starts with a good one, just outside the off stump, and if you can keep him there, a little bit like we've seen another captain do, Rocky, when he bowls his spin, keep it outside the off, and not too many batsmen are able to get onto it. It's the ones that he drifts sometimes occasionally onto the legs that get put away.
Well, he's bowling medium pace again, Rohit Grover, because when he bowled spin for 3 balls and got smashed in the last game. He's bowling medium pace, and he's doing quite well. It was a wide then, tight call. But yeah, when he started to bowl medium pace, he came back well in his spell. But interesting to see that Magdeburg have changed a bowler's style of bowling. That's how influential they were in that last game, Magdeburg. And this one's gone towards Manny. Couldn't stop it. The big hairy man out there, Bigfoot. And that's 4 runs.
They're going to have to get dirty now to get that ball. It's gone all the way under that container. Yeah, slides, gets in there. Wasn't quite a slide, really. Sort of almost made a bridge. Couldn't grasp at it with his left hand. And once it had gone past him, it was going to go down to the boundary. Akula gets 4 to his name. He moves on to 5 of 4 deliveries.
It's gone back there, Bigfoot, now to third man. And here comes Grover again.
Nice looking shot. Used his feet well. Got to the pitch of the ball. Just drives this to the man at long on. They'll take the single.
Yeah, just squeezed out, and it's just a bit of a lull at the moment. It's been a good over from Grover. The boundary did help Magdeburg a little bit. 31, lost 2 wickets.
Oh, well, that wasn't the best looking shot. It's almost like he's Puduchetti of danger of just edging that straight into the gloves of the keeper.
Yeah, just a bit of a nothing shot. Doesn't like him on the offside, obviously. And does Randy FanCode. He does have that hitting arc, and he did almost win a game again yesterday for Magdeburg. This one's just tucked around the corner to square leg just for a single. But yeah, Randy FanCode, he almost won them the game yesterday, Magdeburg. I think it was you and Michael Boostley in the commentary box.
Yeah.
And that was they got so close as they did in the last game here. They've got one more game, this one, to get some points on the board to Magdeburg. And that's out.
Yep. He said done him outside the off stump, and that was always going to be the issue there. They were playing and missing at a few, both these batsmen. But Akula tried to make himself. I mean, if he had just played just down the line and missed it, would have been fine. But then he has a little swivel with his wrist and the bat and gets an edge. And the faintest of touches, so he has to go. So good work from the keeper once more. AB taking the catch. And another wicket goes. So at the halfway point now, 32 and 3 wickets down.
Yeah, it's the reinvented Rohit Grover bowling medium pace now. And it was a good tidy over. There was the one that got past the man down there, Bigfoot, to go to the boundary. But will not get much easier here for Magdeburg. Another good bowler coming on, Karan Singh. And he'll take the pace off the ball a little bit. And he'll be bowling to Randy FanCode. Yeah, the new man. I'll tell you in a moment. But Randy FanCode is hit that one down to Bigfoot, who picks up and throws the ball in with aggression to the keeper, and he's wringing his hand, the keeper. Bigfoot, strong man. It'll be Kanchapu, the new batsman. He can hit the ball a long way as well. Just prods that one down the leg side just for a single.
Yeah, I think he was pretty keen to get off the mark there. Kanchapu just drops the bat on it. He takes the single. Shetty, it's a dangerous batsman when he gets going. At the moment, it just seems to be prodding around. They're keeping the ball outside the off stump to him, not giving him anything to hit on the onside. And this one's gone up in the air. There's a fielder right there, and he's fallen for the trap. And that's not his shot. And not able to get any power on that. It was pretty wide, so not able to get the power into the shot. And an easy catch taken there by the captain, away Zafar.
That's the last time we'll see Randy FanCode with a bat in this tournament. And he's been a good performer for them. We'll see him with the ball in the second innings of this game. But Karan Singh, it's a nice wicket there for him. He's a good bowler. But they're doing it fairly easily here at Berlin CC. They've lost their 4th wicket. It's their 6th over. They won't want to lose too many. Of course, we haven't seen Fahad Bilamoria with a bat yet. We'll be looking forward to that. So we'll see if he can get a bat in this tournament. Fahad, he's very good at winning the toss. But let's see. Well, hopefully we'll see what he looks like with a bat. We have a new batsman out. It's a left-hander. And pesky left-handers, they always cause issues with the bowler's line. And then the fielders have to move around as well.
Yeah, Tangirala comes in. Hasn't had the best of series. We've seen a couple of highlights from him, but he hasn't been able to go on and score too many runs. Let's see if he's able to here. Starts very cautiously. Gets himself in line, just playing this one out.
They're headed for their previous average score, which is around about 60. They've improved on that, have Magdeburg, in the last couple of days. As the bowler comes in, just been prodded back to him by the batsman. So they've improved on that. They did top out at 66. They had that a couple of times, and a couple of other innings around about that. Then they hit 80 yesterday. They reached new heights. It's hit nicely down the ground by Tangirala. Just a single. And, was a very good over there from Karan Singh. Only 3 from it and a wicket. That of Randy FanCode. So
35 to score, and they need that if they're to get to that, even to that 66. They need to start playing a few shots and show just perhaps a little bit more urgency in their batting. I think the bowling here from Berlin CC, it's just going to, I don't think they're going to, apart from probably the 10th over where I think Zafar will come back and bowl it, I think they're just going to get the ball in the right areas, and they're tempting the batsman to make the mistake. And so they do need to generate a little bit more momentum here, both these batsmen. That one, well, he's saying no to the wide. That must have taken something on the way through. Umpire Guru shaking his head. You have a look at this here, and
yeah, must have taken a bit of
brushing the side there. Good call.
It's a bit of a dodgy inside edge there from the batsman. They'll take one. Be interesting to see if Bigfoot gets a bowl. That'd be good. Lots of hair flying everywhere, and but I don't know. That was Zafar. He's a competitor. I think he's going to try to bowl his top liners.
Well, remember this man. I mean, it seems like an age ago that this one is skied up in the air. Could he get a wicket? Oh, a desperate diving effort there. And that looks like that was Buhari. Well, the bowler, Vimal here, Maripedi, the last time he bowled, and I think it may be the only time he bowled, he picked up 5 wickets. And we haven't seen him since.
That's right. Where has he been?
Yeah.
So the reason I remember him, apart from that 5-wicket haul, it was 5 for 4, I think he took.
Yes.
He carries the ball in his left hand, so he looks like a left-arm bowler.
That's correct,
and then he swaps it to his right hand. So you'll see it here. And he's got the ball in his left hand, switches it, and bowls right arm.
And once more, just lobbing it over the infielder. Gets another single. I think this is the sort of bowling we're at this time when I think you can probably assess the two batsmen. I think there may not be too many big shots here. Though, I mean, I wouldn't say that about Kunajapu. If he can get going, he will hit it big.
But what do you think that Maripedi has to do to get another bowl in this team? Sorry, you didn't take a 6 in your 2 overs. We'll drag you for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
You'll get a game in the final game of Group B, and then we won't see you tomorrow in the finals.
Yeah, he's probably been thinking just that, because he doesn't feature with the bat either. So he's there primarily for the spin bowling, and
he's very tidy. He's a very tidy bowler.
Yeah, there's the throw. They backed it up. They have
only 4 from that over, and you're right. The last spell was 5 wickets for 4 runs. What does he have to do? Maripedi, you watch. He's not going to get another over in this innings.
Well, look, this is what we got coming up. So tomorrow, starting at 9, match 41, quarterfinals tomorrow. So Dresden versus Chemnitz, Britannia CC versus Victoria. The third quarterfinal, match 43, Royberg versus Berlin International Cricket Academy. Then Berlin CC versus Einheit Halle. They are all going to be spicy, entertaining matches. And this one goes nowhere. Danny, what do you reckon?
Oh, I think we're going to have a great day's cricket. I'm really looking forward to seeing these Group A teams come back and see how they do against these Group B teams. It's going to be fascinating. Looking forward to seeing a lot of old faces, I guess.
Up in the air, and this is going to drop safe. Look at the bowler. Well, he's taken off, and he was trying to get there. It was, well, we always say that bowlers, when the ball goes in the air off the bowler, you want it. You want the wicket more than anybody else, and you can see that he was off, and just dropping out of reach.
It's they're not quite getting the runs they need here, are Magdeburg, but they're also not. They're just slightly away from these Berlin CC fielders. Once again, not very well timed. They'll look for 2. I don't think they'll get it. And as the sun is shining brightly here in Dresden, as I said, it's the final game of Group B. We know where all these teams will have finished, and really looking forward to tomorrow. Can't wait, Rico.
Yeah, we'll have a look at those fixtures again. This one up in the air, but this will be taken. And, well, no, it won't. I don't know what he's done there. It looked like he was getting in perfect position, and then he seemed to go down at the same time as the ball. I mean, have a look at this.
I'll tell you what, though. There was the thunderous noise of Bigfoot coming in behind him. Here he comes, Bigfoot. Never looked like taking the catch. Looks very cool on the shades and the headband.
You say Bigfoot, there's a bit of Rambo there as well, isn't there?
There is a bit of Rambo there.
This is a nice looking shot, but it's that fielder again, just dropping short of Tuwari, gets the throw in. So they are scoring runs. It's all tiki-taka stuff, but they're also putting the ball up in the air a fair number of times again. Ball to go here for Singh. He's picked up one already.
So, Rico, you're saying we need to change a player's nickname mid-innings?
No. I'm saying he could... I think he might have just dragged his foot outside. The umpire decides no. Let's have a look.
Well, they're celebrating, but not quite sure why. Let's have a look. And that's
he's
good
got to
work.
be gone. I think the decision has been given. The umpire, he's clearly gone foot in the air.
He's gone.
I think the decision was eventually given, but we didn't see it straight away. But he's got to go, and no wonder they were celebrating. And that's the end of another batsman at the end of the over as well.
And
well, this is what we got coming up for us tomorrow. So quarterfinals day, Dresden Chemnitz. I think that for me is going to be that. If you wanted a spicy match with the Chemnitz and Dresden involved, I think that's going to be it. Two teams very similar. Britannia Victoria, that's another good one. And then what about Rehberger Berlin International? Well, I think if any that may be one-sided, it could be that one. All the others, I think, are going to be pretty close matches.
Look, all these teams their performances have gotten better and better. I think it's going to be 4 great games tomorrow.
We're excited, aren't we?
We are excited. There's another reason to get excited. I'll tell you in a moment. As left-hander there hits it down the ground.
Yeah, look who's coming on strike. Yeah, baby. This is what we're talking about. Come and tell us, Danny.
Farhad Bulimoria. It's his first innings of this tournament. And he's won 2 tosses. And he's a character, is Farhad. And it's great to see him out there. Not sure if he's going to clear the boundary. But as the field comes into him. But hopefully he can dig out a few runs. Here's the first ball. Prods it down to Bigfoot. And he gets a single.
Yes, well patted. Farhad, look, see, that's what we're talking about. No, not wasting any balls at all. Off the mark straight away. And I know that his teammates are loving it as well. This is what we're talking about. And good on you, Farhad.
Well, it's good batting there. He just prodded it down and gives Tangarella, the left-hander, the strike. Very good batting there from Farhad. Comes the bowler again. And this one's hit out towards the boundaries. A man out there won't get it. 4 runs.
Nice shot. So leans into this, finds the gap. 4 runs. There haven't been too many boundaries. The top batsmen weren't able to get going. But the left-hander, Tangirala, says, I'll put this one away. Nice looking shot. And feeling the cautious, Kitti Tasigi, but Lagya Choka.
They need a good partnership here. And they look likely to get around about that 60 mark, which was their pass score from earlier in the tournament. But they've improved Magdeburg. They'll be better next year too when they come back. And,
that one's gone through. I mean, he just hit a nice 4 and he maybe just got a little bit carried away here. Trying to hit them too hard. Took his eye off the ball and goes through, knocks the stumps over. So, well, Meripati gets another wicket.
Yeah, it was, he missed the straight one there. Did the left-hander. It was there to hit and he just missed it. And then it's the wickets going down. So they lose another one. And that's Tangarella. They're 6 down for 49 now. And the run rate, you can see there, 5.65. It's just not good enough, I don't think, against a very good Berlin CC side who are top of the table. And Bigfoot's gone up and he's congratulated the bowler, number 96, Manny. Like to see him get a bowl. And I'd like to see him what he's like with the bat as well. Bigfoot, I'm sure he can swing it.
Yeah, where's Farhad gone? Where is he? I mean, it was thank Ali, that was out. And I've seen Seti coming out there and thinking, well, there's Seti. And I'm thinking, but there's a man in blue missing. Firehead disappeared. There he is. I think he's having a few adjustments to his pads.
I love it. Firehead is such a character, and he's been great all week. Always there with a smile. And here he goes, trotting back out to the centre. And he's a bit of the non-striker's end. He's done his part so far, 1 off 1.
Maybe they put the wicket-keeping pads on him. Maybe the other ones were just too big.
I don't know. It's
I think they might have done, you know. Anyway, back to the action. So, Murray Petty, 2 balls to go in his spell. Goes shorter this time and gets this through. And they're asking the question once more here.
Oh, he's happy, the keeper.
The keeper's pretty sure that he's got this. Let's have a look at it side on. He's a long way out of his creases, Chandigarh. Misses it.
It's gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I'm not sure what the debate is. Yeah, he has been. It's given him. That's a couple of times the square leg umpires have been just a tad slow. I don't know if he wanted some confirmation there from the third umpire, but yeah, he's got to go. And that's a sad way for Seti to go. He's gone for a golden and stumped. So Murray Petty does get another one.
He's going to run out of partners, Farhad. Murray Petty, he's there. Another great spell for Murray Petty. He's taken 2 for 10, and he's on a hat trick.
He's on a hat trick.
You watch him; he'll get a hat trick, and they'll drop him for the next game.
Well, he can't, can he? Because he can't bowl the next over.
Oh, he can't. It's the end of the spell.
It's the end of his spell, and well, he's gonna. I was going to say that's what the captain will say. You didn't get your hat trick. You can't play the next one.
That's it. Well, it could be an ECN hat trick. We'll come back to that in a moment. See, a new bowler comes on, and it's well left there by Farhad. Very watchful. So Gulzai is the new batsman. An ECN hat trick where we talked about it. In fact, he did have that last ball. It wasn't a hat trick.
There you go.
So put me off there, Rico. The ECN hat trick. We had a big argument in Milan with Rico that you could get a hat trick off in 2 different games.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. You got to look it up. It's got to be in the same match.
Agree with you, but we called it an ECN hat trick because
ECN hat trick.
Because
okay.
it's 3 wickets and 3 balls. Let's go back to it in a moment. Actually, we'll talk about it now.
Yeah.
3 wickets and 3 balls, and that's exactly what it is. Because a hat trick is not in the official rule book. It's just an accepted norm that it's 3 wickets in 3 balls in the same game. And he's gone. Farhad, he'll have to walk back, and that's unfortunate.
Gets the edge, and all smiles. Berlin CC, they're looking forward to, of course, I think stiffer competition. You have to say tomorrow when they go into the quarterfinals, but they've been given their scare, haven't they? By Magdeburg in the match before, and Farhad there, just done by the pace of Zafar. Good line from the captain, and the opening bowler gets it outside the off stump, and that one's just too good for Farhad.
You see what he wanted to do with that? He just wanted to guide it down to Bigfoot at third man just for a single, or could have got a boundary depending on how Bigfoot got down to the ball, and just got a little bit too fine. So, but going back to that, it's not in the rules of cricket, a hat trick, so you won't see it in any of the rules of cricket. It's just a convention that it's 3 wickets off 3 balls in the same game. But 3 wickets off 3 balls in any game, could be over 3 games, is still a hat trick.
It's another one. I think has this taken the back of the bat?
I think it was off the pad.
Off the pad. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I think if you're going to get a hat trick, it's got to be the match that's played. But I see where you came from. But that's like a footballer scoring 3.
No, it's not.
Yeah, different match. I've scored 2 in that match. I've scored another goal. That's a hat trick.
Nothing like it.
Why
nothing
not?
like it. Why? Because it's 3 wickets in 3 balls, Rico.
But in 2 different matches.
Doesn't matter. We called it an ECN hat trick. It happened in Italy, and did congratulate a bowler for taking an ECN hat trick because he did take 3 wickets in 3 balls. So
at the moment, going back to balls, the batsmen are having trouble seeing these balls. They're playing and missing. Nothing's happening. They're just 1 short of the 50 here as well. And it's 3 balls to get the 50. 8 wickets are also down. And that will be it. So they do get the 50 on the board. They look to take 2, or one of them looks to take 2. And I think that was a good no from Gulzir. What's he doing it coming in so late, Gulzir?
You know, he hasn't really troubled the scoring too much in this tournament. So, but going back to that, it was a hat trick in 3 different overs, a test hat trick, and that was Merv Hughes, and that was an interesting one because do you know how he did it, Rico?
I do remember reading about it. It was something to do. Was he came on for another bowler or something?
Nope.
It was something like that.
Nope. He took a wicket in the last ball of 1 over. He took a wicket in the first ball of his next over, which was the end of the innings.
Okay, yeah.
And then on his first ball in the second innings, he took a wicket, and he had to be told about it. Had no idea.
That's well hit. It was a nice looking shot actually out on the offside, but this is suicidal, and that's the 9th wicket. But it did come off the last ball, so I suppose they were just trying to get that extra run in there. And the score will be 52. They'll get the 1, but below par unless something sensational happens. Looks like that Berlin CC will end the day with 2 victories out of 2, and we'll just go on to make the margin bigger of them and the team that's finished second in the group.
Yeah, look, they've as I said before, they poked the tiger, I think, Magdeburg, and it's a much improved performance by Berlin CC. It'll be really interesting to see what Awis Zafar does with his batting lineup, whether he gets a few of the batsmen who haven't really had a go in this series, where he gives them a bat. My inkling is that he's a competitor and he'll open with his top line batsman. So this was a nice shot straight up there. That was the skipper who hit it over the tower. Hit a couple of big sixes, but unfortunately didn't go on with it. And that was the big Mova. Last time we'll see him with a bat in this tournament. Caught in the boundary there. Nice catch by Manish. And that was the end of Krishna. But that's Patel. Bigfoot couldn't cut that one off. It's gone under the skip. And there's Rohil. That's Rode Grover. And transformed into a medium pacer for this match.
Yeah, this was a unfortunate one. Big wicket that with Buttichetti eventually hoiking out with a wide run outside off stump to the captain away. Didn't really get anything in his slot. Bukhari there, tremendous effort, and he's going to be one that's going to be difficult to handle tomorrow in those quarterfinals. A lot of good players coming back. This one was hit pretty well up in the air, and it went down. Wasn't able to take it. And there's that man Bigfoot or Rambo, whichever you prefer. This was the stumping. It was good work actually from AB behind the stumps. He was alert, quick hands. This one did go through for 4, leans into it, and that was Tangarali when he was out there. He was putting a little partnership together before he went. And this one was really sharp, really quick work. And sometimes, I mean, we did say that we haven't seen too much good keeping, have we? We've seen wicket keepers that haven't stood up, wicket keepers that positioning hasn't been right. AB, he's performed here in Group B. He's probably been the pick of the keepers.
Yeah, seemed to that glove off there, and he's been very good behind the stumps. He's been the pick of the keepers, definitely in Group B for me. As well, this weather's starting to come in again. I don't know if it's raining yet. No one going for the covers, but here's the scorecard. As you can see, Krishna Reddy, 18 of 16. And no one else really troubling. Garesh Tangarala, 10 off 11 in 4 extras. Farhad there. It's well taken single. 1 off 2. And the big Mova, 2 off 4. But didn't really get going in that innings. No. I don't think Magdeburg. Some good bowling there. And probably Imran Bukhari, his figures did get taken by the skipper, but good bowling figures as well. They're going for the covers again. It was bright sunshine again 2 minutes ago, Rico. Dresden weather in autumn is playing havoc with cricket.
Yeah, it certainly is. And well, as we look at that mid-inning summary, I mean, Krishna Reddy, he's impressed me, and I think the more. See, this is the thing. I think what they've got to do here, and I don't know how easy it is going to be for the new team at Magdeburg, is they've got to play more cricket away from that coconut mat. They've got to try and come to places like here and play in other parts of Germany and just get used to the pitches other than the coconut, because that's going to improve them vastly, and I think that will change the ways and change the style that some of these batsmen play, and they've got the potential of being a very good and a very exciting team. Krishna Reddy, he has impressed me along with one or two others, and they've got a lot of hard work to do, as have the guys trying to put the covers on. Again, the wind has picked up and is causing all sorts of havoc. I think we're going to have to start covering things up here again. But yeah, we're going to see them one more time out there in the field. They're going to give it everything they've got. They're not just going to let this be an easy victory for Berlin. The question is, how many overs are they going to get, and what's going to be, it looks like once more being a revised target using the DLS system, because the covers are on. This rain is hammering it down once more, Danny.
Yeah, look, it's such a shame. It's been one of the weird days where in between innings it's been raining. During the game, we've only seen the players come off a couple of times, but in between innings, I think the timing, German efficiency has prevailed, and there's just that it buckets down just in the innings break or between games, and then the sun comes out again. But we have seen reduced overs in quite a few of the games today, and hopefully we'll get play here in the second innings of this game. It'll be Berlin CC to come out. They only need 53 for victory, but if the game doesn't go ahead, Magdeburg will get a point, and it'll be a draw between these two.
Well, that'll be in itself worth opening the bottle of champers, wouldn't it? A point for Magdeburg. But anyway, look, normally it's usually a very quick turnover in the last match. It might be a little bit longer because of the rain, but we'll keep you updated. But for now, Rico Full here and Danny Hudacek are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you with the resumption, hopefully, of this final match, match number 40 between Magdeburg and Berlin CC.
Welcome back to the final innings in Group B in this FanCode European Cricket Series from Dresden. And this game here between Berlin CC and Magdeburg. Everyone's favourite team, Magdeburg. We all want them to win a game. The game's so close in the last game between these two. This one's been rain interrupted again. So it'll be 8 overs that Berlin CC will have to bat to reach 44. They should make it pretty comfortably, but could there be a twist in the tail in the story of Magdeburg? And it will be that man, Sahil Sethi, who took the big wicket of Rohit Grover first up, and we were wondering whether he's going to shuffle his pack a little bit, the skipper from Berlin CC, and I thought he wouldn't, and he hasn't. So Rohit Grover will be opening the batting with AB, the keeper for Berlin CC. And well, Rico, what do you make of this revised target?
Yeah, I mean, I think either way, for Magdeburg to get there, they'd have to do something sensational. This man did something sensational first time round. Said he took 2 wickets in the first over after starting with the first ball with a wide. Well, if he can remove Grover again, and they perform the way they did in that last match, and you can't write them off. Let's see what happens. First ball, and just sliced edgily towards that man at third. He gets a single. They're certainly attacking, aren't they? They've got the slip in, so they're looking to try and put pressure on. Hari Patel there in the slip position.
He wasn't far away from a catch there. Didn't quite get over it, did Rohit Grover. Brings the keeper for Berlin CC to face his first delivery.
Sethi to AB. And gets the dot ball in. That's fine. Probably I mean, for some of these players, I mean, I know that when in between the first match and the start of this one, I spoke to some of the Magdeburg players, and Sethi and 1 or 2 others were, well, they were exhausted, as well as very disappointed, of course. But it's been a big week for them, physically as well. I'm not used to playing so much cricket. And it's starting to show, as you see there, past the parcel a bit. But that's what I liked about them as well, though. You know, they're enjoying the cricket. They're having a laugh with each other. And the captain, he's the sort of guy. He's not critical at all. You don't see him shouting, screaming, or even give a player a dirty look if they make a mistake. This one's just a little bit on the legs. No harm done. Kumar makes a stop. But they're just a lovely bunch of guys, and they really have entertained us. And that's what I said to them in that period. I said, look, guys, I know you're disappointed, but look, just go out there, heads up, go and have fun, because you've really entertained millions of people around the world, and they have done.
They've been good too. There've been a lot of highlights for Magdeburg. They haven't picked up a win yet. This is their final chance to get some points on the board. But they are a plucky team, and I'm sure we'll see them again next year here in Dresden, and I'll be delighted to revisit this Magdeburg side. Here comes Sethi. It's down leg side, called a wide.
Yeah, just straight down the leg.
They're full of characters, this team, and Sethi has been bowled very well in this tournament. Seen the big mother. I'm sure he'll bowl a couple of overs in this innings. The bowler comes in again. Can hit straight down the ground, and it'll skid to the boundary for 4. Good attempt there from Gulzai. He's not happy with himself, but it's difficult. In fact, I think he might have hurt his ribs a little bit.
Well, it wasn't just the ball that skids to the boundary for 4. So does Gulzai. It was, well, very uncomfortable the way he finished. Just look. Oh, dear. I mean, it's a good job he's flexy, but he says, I'm not a bendy doll.
It's a good shot of him there. And, yeah, his face after that. He wasn't happy with himself either. But if you hit it flat here on this skiddy surface, it will get to the boundary. And that's a first 4 of the innings there for Berlin CC. Good effort from the fielder down there. Just couldn't quite reach it. And it will be the big mother coming in to bowl. And he'll be bowling to the very dangerous Roit Grover. So let's see if he can dismiss him. It's been impressive, the big mother, both with the bat and the ball for Magdeburg.
Gets this one good outside the off stumps. Dot ball. Dot ball's a win.
It is. They need a lot of them though. But a big mother. He's got a bit of attitude as well. And I've seen him bowl a couple of bounces. In fact, he got bounced out of it one game yesterday.
Well, your timing there could not have been more perfect. So this is signalled as a big wide. This has just come out all wrong. And Danny's just having to pick himself up off the floor. And that signal for one for the over as well. Well, you can see he definitely went for the effort ball, just lost his radar, and he comes again. Oh, well, now look, this one is now giving us the no ball. So, well, I think you see the captain just going up to him and saying, "Come on, buddy, just calm it down a bit."
The big mother has completely lost it, as have I. And he got banned from bowling because of bounces, and he's just pulled those two out. And oh, it's a good ball.
But it's been thumping. Bulle. Well, this is why he's not pitching it up. Oh, that was a beautiful shot from Roit Grover. And there's the customary pose as well. Ganda Shakami Mana Tamiri photo wicket lo.
He got it in a better area, did the big mother, but the ball not swinging. It's quite wet already because of this surface. And Roit Grover, he's been fantastic this tournament. We'll see him again tomorrow.
And this one's nicely played out. And you can see that just takes that one shot, and all of a sudden the positiveness in Grover is back. Even that defensive shot sounded good and looked good. He does back himself, doesn't he? And he's got such a good eye. Oh, this one is down the leg side. The wicketkeeper has had to do a lot to try and just get anything on that.
Yeah, it was
not easy one, that one for Okula.
Yeah, a bit loose there again from the big mother. Just lost it down the leg side this time. The ball's quite slippery. And he's I think he tried to bend his back a little bit more on that one. Come in again.
And this has just been helped along. It wasn't a good ball, too short. Gundy ball, Siggy, and gets put away. And you can't be bowling that sort of stuff to a quality batsman. Just says thank you very much, AB. And, both these batsmen now having hit boundaries are looking to get to this score, a revised target of 8 overs, 44, and they've made a super start already on 22 with still a couple of deliveries to go in the second over.
Yeah, they're halfway there already. And looking at the bench over there for Berlin CC, they're just sitting under the tent. Bigfoot has his pads on, and I really want to see Bigfoot bat, but don't know if we will with these two batting.
Oh, lovely. Beautiful shot. I mean, it wasn't the best of deliveries. It was short outside the off, but it still needed to be put away. And this is a fine shot. That's classy. That's elegant. That's 4.
He didn't hit it too hard. He just helped it along the way. Timed it beautifully off the middle of the bat. That was my shot of the day, I think, Rico. That was lovely batting there from AB. And the big mother. I think this will be the last time we'll see him with a ball after this over. He comes in again.
This time it's hit to the other big man, Kumar. Makes a
smashed.
stop, and maybe Kumar's going to hold the next one.
I think it smashed him in the knee. So at least it saved a couple of runs.
Well, this is where we are in Dresden, and we've, well, the last match in the group stages. We know what the quarterfinals draw is tomorrow. Some exciting matches coming up tomorrow on Friday before on Saturday. It's finals day, and then go to Bizaway, our travel partner. We will go to the Netherlands in Capella and do it all over again for a week before going to Cartecchio. And then we will go, of course, to Portugal, and where I think we'll be getting some much better weather in Portugal. And then the ECC, the big one.
Yeah, it'll be a fantastic tournament, the European Cricket Championship. And I know Rico will be there. I'm going to try to get there as a spectator.
Well, maybe we can try and send you a bus down. I mean, Vinny's working on some buses, so maybe Vinny could send a bus down to pick you up. And it's a bit of a way to go, but you can look. There you go. Can you imagine? You'll be travelling in style in luxury 5-star bus. And look, maybe if you have a word with Vinny, you can sort something out for the doggies as well. What do you reckon?
It'd be fantastic. Could get a hire car as well from Carguest.
Yeah.
That'd be great. It is a 4,000 kilometre trip down there. So
well, maybe one of them is better then. Maybe we send you the Bizaway jet.
That would be fantastic. Bizaway. I've used Bizaway before. Very good service. And yeah, that'd be great. Any of those three.
Back to the action. The start of the third. And just pushes this one away for a single. And Seti, he'd love to get a wicket here. I'd love to see just one more time a Seti celebration. He does like it. He takes the whole team with him, he does. And are we going to get it? We will get it if he gets a wicket. That I can assure you of. This is nicely played. Gets himself into good position. The difference it makes, Danny, when batsmen use their feet.
Absolutely. They're taking no risks. And that's AB. You can see he's just using his feet, just playing normal cricket shots. Takes a single when he needs to. And then when he gets a bad ball, he'll dispatch it. It's been a good inning so far. Oh, I think he's got him again. Oh, he's not interested, the umpire.
Oh, just height maybe, I'm not sure. Or no, well, he's signalling that he was going down leg here.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's a good call. It was pretty high as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I thought firstly the height, and then obviously you look at the line. So, yeah, good shout, good call there from the umpire. Tucks this one around the corner. They'll take another single.
Oh, it's a good pick up and throw from the big man. Got down well and rifled it into the keeper. It's Raj Kumar. Look at this. Oh, looks like he's playing for the West Indies there.
Nicely done. It's a good bit of action. And shout out once more to Spring Productions, one of our partners. And the guys here, Andris, Richards and Christian's doing a superb job. And I think it's, well, clearly evident just how much the production has come along.
Seti again. A little dodgy inside edge and good work again from the fielder out there, Raj Kumar. He's improved a lot, Raj Kumar, as the tournament's gone on. And difficult bowler to get away. Uses his height very well. Doesn't bowl too quick. Bowls within himself, I think, a little bit.
Up in the air, but he's going to find that gap. 4 more runs. Quality shot. This is all about placement, all about timing. Really nicely done. And once more, positioning, footwork, and execution. Lovely.
Yes, as they're cruising along now, the Berlin Cricket Club, and it'll be good to see them again tomorrow and against different opposition. And I know these two, well, tell you what, if AB bats like this, he's not taking any risks. And Rohit as well is hitting the ball nicely, but not trying to hit it too hard. But he's been one of the form batsmen of this tournament. Yeah,
and well, maybe it's been a bit of bias draft that has got him ready for days like this. I tell you what, I'm happy I'm having my bias draft because I'm sure they've helped me get through this day. It's not been nice, wet, cold, horrible, and you're getting wet all the time. I know every time we got to come out of here and go for a walk somewhere, as that rain comes back again, we get soaked. I mean, you've had soggy jeans, I've had soggy trousers and soggy shoes, but I'm on the bias draft. And that keeps me going, keeps me fit, keeps me healthy. Kumar, big man. And the batsmen at the moment just not taking any risk, are they? If it's just taking the singles and waiting for the ball that's there to play this shot. They're just a matter of runs away here now. And this is more like the Berlin CC we're used to. I think they sort of hit the panic mode a little in the match before. And I think the wicket off from it early was the one that caused that panic.
He's bowling well here, Raj Kumar. One before it swung in, and it's raining a bit with a heavy ball, and he's still getting a bit of in-swing. And that one cut in sharply. So Raj Kumar is right on line at the moment. And it's been a very good bowler here for Magdeburg. That's Raj Kumar. And again, just no run. Fahad picks it up. Sharp work.
It's like a cheetah coming in for the kill. Nothing there. Dot ball.
So the rain's getting a little heavier. Don't think the umpires are concerned at the moment, as long as it's safe for the players. It's not too heavy, this rain. Comes in again.
This is hit pretty well, and too well for the fielder at square leg. That's 4 more runs. And they get even closer to that target of 44. Went short. The batsman rocks back and played that with plenty of time. And the man who's on the boundary there, Kunchapu, just has to go fetch it. There's that rain just starting to get just a little heavier. And I think this is probably more the reason to try and get this.
Well, they're going to be... they only need 4 more, though. I think they'll try to get it as quickly as possible. Will the Berlin CC team, and that's
up in the air. This could be a chance. Can it be taken? Oh, it just gets dropped, and of all the people to drop it, and well, we maybe Bigfoot. Hang on, that's been called. Has that been called a no ball as well? Yes, it has. So no ball being called for height here. So it wouldn't have been out anyway. This is going to be a free hit.
I've got
Not sure why that was called. Was that really that high? I don't know if it was. But look, square leg onto it straight away. No, batsman was a long way down.
It's got 2 slips. This time of the game, not sure if that's what you need is 2 slips. I know he's looking for wickets, but with scores, well, not tied because the target is 44. But for the skipper to put in 2 slips. I'm not sure if the fielder's just gone, I'm just going to go and slips.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Danny, that had nothing to do with the captain. I think the fielder who was at the man just thought, look, I'm getting wet over there. He's not going to give me any dry over there. He thought, I'm just going to come here. This looks better. So that's the end of another over. And there's just a couple of runs required for victory here, or a run. Remember, this is what we got coming up tomorrow. So quarterfinals, day 11 of 12. And, well, which one do you fancy? Well, this one is game over. It's finished with a bang. Balle, balle, balle. Lagya Shaka. Game over. And it's a comfortable victory in the end by the team that finished at the top of Group B, just stamping their authority and sending out a bit of a warning to the other teams to say, this is who we are and we're coming your way.
Well, they've done very well. They're well up on top in the in this Group B in the standings. And quite a few good teams in this part of the group. But they'll be playing against Group A sides, and they wouldn't have played each other at all in this tournament. So, and the styles, that what I like about these teams is they all play the game slightly differently.
Yeah.
And we see the explosive nature of Rohit Grover, and he's been excellent for Berlin CC. I'm sure we'll see Krager back tomorrow as well. But they've been very impressive, Berlin CC. But it's the final time we'll see Magdeburg in this tournament, and they've provided a lot of highlights.
Yeah.
And a lot of characters. There's Randy FanCode and the big man Raj Kumar, and also the big Mother and Farhad all contributing. This is the big Mother getting smashed for 6. It's a beautiful shot.
Delightful, wasn't it? Really nice shot. And I think this is encouraging also for Berlin CC, because one of the things that I've been saying a fair bit, well, we know about Grover, we know about Krager. Who else? When AB here, I think he batted brilliantly, and that shot we just saw him play out on the offside, and there's another one from him. It looks like they've got another man there that's getting ready to party, and that was the one that was dropped. It was called a no ball, and didn't finish in that over. They needed one more ball on the next, and it was finished in style, the big hit. So he's the danger man. We know all about him, but they've got somebody else now. Rohit Grover batted really well, but AB, the wicket keeper, I think he's a fine keeper. He's done outstanding work behind the stumps, and I think the captain there, Awais Zafar, will be happy to see that he's also scoring some runs.
Oh, absolutely, and with Nick Krager coming back tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see who'll open the innings, because Krager takes a bit of time to get going, so you wouldn't want to bat him too late. He's been good up the top, but he does take a few balls to get going. Rohit Grover doesn't though, but AB very, very good. 21 off 13, 22 off 14 for Rohit Grover. Good short work of getting the 44 they needed off the 8 overs, only needing half of those to beat that total.
Yeah, and look at the bowlers there. I mean, Sethi this time couldn't get the early wicket he needed. 2 for 16 from him. Mobile, he was expensive, but lost his line a bit, didn't he? And was going for the short ball. It wasn't working. Raj Kumar bowled well, just 9 off him. I do like the bowling of Kumar. And and then it was Ulzai. He didn't have the best of games. He came into bat number 11, and then when he got the one ball, well, that's all it was needed. 6 was hit from it, and it was game over. And that's the match summary for you. So once again, Magdeburg, they know what their issue is. Their issue is all about getting enough runs on the board. But we know that they've got some players out there that will impress, that will get better. And the next time we see them, I think they'll be right up there and putting in some good performances. We weren't able to get a victory this time around. They came close on 2 occasions. They came close yesterday to what would have been a stunning victory. And on that occasion, it was bad batting that let them down, and today it was the bowling. I mean, they did everything right. It just go back to that last over, and the field wasn't quite right. Fielders were in the wrong place, and but those are the sort of things, Danny, that with experience will get better and you will improve on.
Look, absolutely, they've been a delight to watch, and same as Berlin Lions in Group A. They were great fun as well. I'm sure we'll see them back strong here in Dresden in the European Cricket Series.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, as it says on our banner there, they'll be back because they'll be back stronger together, like as you said, Berlin Lions and Magdeburg, and that's what it's all about. And I think, I mean, it's been a long, hard, tiring and painful experience for them in some sense, but it's been a valuable one. They will come back better, and they're stronger as well.
Look, they've improved as the tournament's gone on, which has been fantastic, and we've seen that, I think, with all teams.
Yeah.
And but we won't see them again, unfortunately. And but they've been a really fun team to watch, and I know that the ECN team have taken a good liking to them, and you know, Farhad especially. He's such a nice man. He's come around and said hi to us on occasion, and he's
they're just great characters. It's lovely to talk to them, and you know, it's not been about anyone sort of believing that they're a star performer or prima donnas or anything. They're just lovely, down-to-earth guys. It's been a pleasure to welcome them into to the field every day, and just feel really, I think everybody, I mean, people were in tears here. You won't believe it. People were in tears that they never got there. But they themselves, look, yeah, it hurt, but they picked themselves up and they came back out there again and tried to go. And they were up against one of the better teams in the group. They performed hard. They gave it everything. But the other thing that I'm going to say with Magdeburg is, you know, if perhaps they were played every one of their games in lovely sunshine like yesterday, who knows? They were also probably one of the most unluckiest team with the weather. Every match today, it was affected by the rain. So DLS came into every match And that's probably the first time in all the FanCode European Cricket Series that I've done, that I've experienced that every match of the day has been affected. It takes a toll on all the teams, toll on the players, and Magdeburg, I think they've been the unfortunate team. The weather just hasn't been kind to them.
No, look, it's been a tough day all round, and as we're speaking now, the rain is coming down, the covers are on again. The ground staff have done a fantastic job, or ground staff, it's players and officials and whoever can get out there to put the covers on.
Yeah.
But it has been a weird day. We've had 4 good games of cricket, I think, though, and I'm sure we'll see some more good cricket tomorrow. Berlin CC, in the end, a comfortable win in the last game. They're going to be a very difficult side to beat, and they're going to be playing Halle tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. Because Halle, they've just mentioned it quite a few times, they're a team that plays on passion and spirit.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a tricky one for Berlin CC. Get Grover early, AB, Nick Krager as well.
Yeah.
And if they get a sniff, I think Halle, they'll take it.
Yeah, and the other thing with Berlin CC, I think when they were under pressure there in that the previous match from Magdeburg, they did crack a little, and we know that from Einheit Halle that they're very upbeat, they're very noisy, they're very supportive of each other, and they just may get under the collar of Berlin CC.
Maybe we'll see that tomorrow. We're going to see some very good games tomorrow. I think a lot of evenly matched teams and a lot of different styles of teams as well. You get some of the correct batsmen. You see other batsmen who absolutely swing for anything and get away with it. But the teams themselves have maybe different philosophies, slightly different ways of playing the game. And they won't have played each other yet in this tournament because it's all the Group A teams against the Group B teams. Yeah,
down to the knockout stages. That time that we need to think about walking back in the rain. Well, I've got me brolly, and also no doubt we'll have a chat, as we always do, about some of the fantastic things that we've seen today. So there's been some great highlights once again with batting, with bowling, fielding. We've seen some sensational fielding as well. We saw Static Side, remember, a run out and 4 catches in a match. So plenty for us to talk about. There's been plenty of highlights, and we're going to leave you with some highlights like we always do, courtesy of our guys from Spring Productions and Andrews Richards and Krishnaps. So it's time for us to say goodbye. So goodbye, God bless, have a lovely evening, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Share your passion for riding flag with the world. Cricketers, European cricketers, time to cheer and show the world what you got. Master blasters turn on the style. Cricket's a beautiful game. Smiling faces and celebrations as the champions enjoy their fame. European legends breaking records, making their own dreams come true. Watched by millions of European cricketers show the world what they can do. Now picture this, 10 runs needed to win off the last over of the match. Fielders are on fire, sliding and diving, want to take that world-class catch. Tension building as the bowler runs in. Will it be short, a yorker or slow? A 6 will win it, 4 to tie into the golden ball we go. Cricketers, European cricketers, share your passion for riding flag with the world. Cricketers, European cricketers, time to cheer and show the world what you got.
That's gone all the way over into the clubhouse and ordering a pint at the bar.
Hundreds of clubs all over Europe are coming together today. Thousands of cricketers want to be stars, show their talents when they play. We've got commentary, action-packed cricket frenzy. You're hooked, you can't deny. Worldwide audience watching to see which team will lift the cup up high. Oh, cricketers, European cricketers, share your passion for riding flag with the world. Cricketers, European cricketers, time to cheer and show the world what you got. La la la.
goes. He sent that pack in. But the shaka. 6 more.
Oh, cricketers, European cricketers, share your passion, pride and flag with the world. Cricketers, European cricketers, time to cheer and show the world what you got. Time to cheer and show the world what you got. Time to cheer and show the world what you
Mentioned
got.
turbo earlier, that's supercharged. 6 runs, that's gone into orbit. It's another Kookaburra ball that's going to be circling our planet for years to come. Well done, guys, brilliant. I'm loving that, loving it.